Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Monday. Glad you're with us today. This is always the great start of the week that we enjoy, where we take everything that we have on a Monday night and we do markdowns, and it's mega markdowns. And I got to tell you, today is very special because not only do we have a big premiere for you that was really started kind of yesterday, really. We had a lot of really special zoisites. These are tanzanites out of Tanzania, because where else would tanzanites come from? Well, we have some very special stones here tonight. It's actually going to be 4 stones. We actually have 5 in total, but there are 4 that are going to be the most amazing bicolor zoisites we've seen. But back to those blue greens, because yesterday we did see those fabulous golden, pinky, orange stones. We saw those out the door, and now we're going to see some of those more traditional that you might have seen before, but they're still ultra rare. And we have got some of the most fabulous blue greens we've seen yet. They are all brand new to your eyes and for your eyes only tonight, because they are going to disappear. There are altogether 5. There's actually an 8 carat that was not supposed to be here, but we released it tonight right prior to the show because we wanted to bring you the most museum. I know this is the one the ownership wanted so badly, but got a little last minute convincing going on. I can be very persuasive. And this is going to be our 8 carat, plus then we'll have an entire wheel of 4 different stones that are all 4 carats. So it'll be our kind of our first fabulous 4 of our beautiful, super cool. Every one of them's different, which is why I want you to see them all grouped together. So we've got those stones, and there's even one that we've never seen the likes of before because it's really distinctive blocked color. So really cool, almost like a bicolor tourmaline, but in tanzanite. So we'll see those. Then if there are any pink diamond lovers out there, we have got 3 of them that are all over a 1/4 carat apiece, and then 2 out of the 3 are certified by GIA. We're going to mark those down for you as well, so that you get a huge savings on some very large and impressive and super important pink diamonds. Then we have, okay, there's collectible cashmeres. There's our largest, you know how I've talked about the $50,000 ruby, or rather emerald. We have a cushion cut 6 carat 88. It is the $50,000 emerald. I'm just going to show it to you from a distance because it is the coolest. And it's our best stone here. Really, it's the most expensive piece we have here. It even is above and beyond some of our big pink diamonds. Look at that stone from a distance away. It's already glowing. And it's nearly 7 carats. That's been marked down today. So excited about that one. That's exciting, right? We get to bring out some really fun pieces out of the vault when there's the big trade shows going on. We get to kind of go through and bring out some really specialty items. So we're going to have that one for you. I mean, if you want the ultimate museum grade emerald, that is it. So get ready, because that's coming up, and I cannot believe how much we've marked it down. Really, truly a price you would pay for about a 1 carat anywhere else in the world today. So we're excited about that. Plus, we do have a blue wing block D, because we can't just have the unheated stones as cool as those are. I've got 2 technically, but we have one that is going to be a size we don't get to see very often. It's a 2.5 carat, and it's a round. So we're looking forward to that. It's also done in a signature mounting, so I'm pretty sure you're going to love that too, because that's one of our classic, more unique styles in mounting. So also ruby is here. We've got a carat 20 ruby with yellow and white diamonds. We have a beautiful, some amethyst earrings. We're going to kind of take off the amethyst that we've been doing because we've had a couple really good rings in the last few days. So we'll kind of take flight there with our amethyst, bring you some earrings for you as our last few days of February are here, if you can believe that. So also a yellow diamond that's a 1 carat in a very elaborate and ornate mounting. So all of that and more. Requests are welcome if you have them. I hope you'll get those in throughout the evening. We'll show you whatever it is you want to see, but there is a lot to get to here, and you know it's mostly one of a kinds as well. So that's going to be really crucial. As far as those unheateds that we'll do, gosh, I'm getting really accustomed to seeing that emerald in my hand. I don't know. Anyone? Yeah. Anybody? I was thinking about birthdays today, and it's my mom's half birthday today, so happy half birthday, Mom. So I was thinking about birthdays, and I was thinking, oh, May's not that far away. For only a couple months. Well, that's a May birthstone right there. That's one of our grandest of them all. So anyway, that's coming up. But here's what I want to also encourage you to do. We've got a lot of unique pieces, as I mentioned. If there's anything at all, I know I've been fielding requests all night. And, you know, Pamela, we've got a beautiful tanzanite for you to look at. So check your email if you want that little sneak peek. And I know Becky's ready to see our unheated because she's a collector and she wants to see what we have in unheated. So if there's anything at all we can show you, this is the night to get it up and on the air because we can mark down everything. It's what I do on Monday nights for you. So let's get started. We actually got something super unique to start with. I wanted to kind of set the tone for the evening here and bring you something we don't get to see very often. It is an indicolite, but wait, there's more. Famous, you know, home shopping phrase, right? There's a lot more rarity, because this is already, to get a true blue tourmaline is exquisitely rare. To get a stone that does this and has a phenomenal effect with it, that's extra special. Take a look at this one. It's our beautiful cat's eye indicolite. So you get a lot of extra wow factor to this one. And I thought we'd start with it because we went through a little kind of surge of them where a few, I would say maybe 6-8 months back, we saw a few here and there, and they've really been depleted. And so many of you loved collecting them. We tried to make them as affordable as possible, but with that, they still were a more pricey stone, right? Here's 112-1169 that we want to get you started with, which is actually going to be a good size. And the reason I wanted to start the show with it is because I know that it's very exotic, yes, but it's also a price tag I have never, ever imagined we would see. Even in my wildest jewelry dreams, I never dreamed we would see a price tag this low on a cat's eye indicolite. I mean, it's super rare. It's tough to get any indicolite, right? The true blue tourmalines, it tends to be that tourmalines are going to lean towards the green, so you usually don't see a true blue like this is, and yet this is still that true, saturated, gorgeous. It's kind of a teal blue in comparison with, let's say, your sapphires and your topaz that are more of a true royal blue, right? This is definitely what we expect to see when we get a blue tourmaline, but then you get that cat's eye, which it's a chatoyant effect that we love, but it's a carat 52, so that's a good size. Then it has 88 points in diamond, so that's really complete. Then it's in the yellow gold. And notice it does stay in the yellow gold, but keep in mind it's pretty covered in diamonds, so that's all you're really going to see here. But it's a very special way to get a collector's stone, especially the way it is marked down. Do you remember when this was $49.99? Because I know I do. And that was my struggle with these stones, was as cool and different and unexpected as they are in the world, they were always $5, $6, $7, $8. Some got up to like $20,000. It's nice to see one that is not only on the lower end of the spectrum as far as pricing with the highest quality, but it's actually going to be even better. And you know what, Gloria, I just got your message about a Congolese. You know what, Andy can always check and see if there's anything bigger, because I think she's probably talking a little bit bigger than what I have today. I have one new Congo tourmaline today that is, let me check the size for you, Gloria, but let me see if there's anything for a future show we could bring out for you that is going to be a little bit, yeah, because mine's at 260 today, so let me see if I have anything larger for Gloria. So yes, we'll take a look for you. And then here we go with our cat's eye. Nobody's on the line yet, and you know it's a one of a kind. I'm going to try it on for you. Again, stays in the yellow, but we'll size it for you, so no issue there. And then that is what it looks like, and you can see that glow of that chatoyant effect that is happening from even a distance. And it's really, we're classifying it as an oval, but it's got a little more of that roval kind of shape to it, meaning it's not quite as elongated as a typical or traditional oval will be. It's going to have a little more of that rounded. So this is really special here and there is what it looks like on. So that's a very, or up close rather. So that's going to be better than $49.99. Distracted, I got so many messages coming in. My gosh, requests. I love it. Keep them coming, guys, because it's a big Monday night when you take everything on the air and mark it down. But how low do we go? Well, not even going to be $39.29 or $19.99. So if you have also been putting the cat's eye indicolite at the top of your wish list and it's just been a little bit out of reach, well, we're going to bring it to you right now for the best price I've seen by far. There is no better way to get it. There's no more affordable way to get it. And we're doing better than even $19.99. It is under $1,500. And I just got to say that's less than the price of the mounting with that 88 points in diamonds by itself. So it's time to dial in because it's not even $1,500. How about that? Not even $14.99. This is what doesn't happen on cat's eye indicolite. If you're seeing it for the first time, listen, I don't blame you. It is really sparse. It is really rare. It is very unique. And we are thrilled to have this one that I'm just choosing to just take that price all the way down for you. So it's going to be that fabulous day to shop. It's going to be a wonderful, wild 3 hours. It's going to be a very fast pace. There's going to be a lot of jewelry, but this one's got to go first, and it's not even going to be $14.99. How about that? We're making it $13.99 first caller. At that rate, you get it just for the mounting, and then you have a super collectible stone that's worth a whole lot more than even the 88 points in diamonds are. So this is a very special way to go, and we are thrilled to have it for you. And there's only one, so let's give that 30 seconds, and then that is going to go. And then, does anyone need a close-up look at that emerald yet? I mean, that is just, and it's the mounting too. It's not just the 688 emerald, it's the mounting that's giving you like 2.5 carats and mostly baguettes. So yeah, it's a pretty important piece all the way around. Brand new T-shirt and pearl pendant is here. Very designer, very chic. Brand new 20-point pink diamond as well. That's going to be a little more affordable than our wheel of certified stones because it's 5 points shy. And look at that. That's pretty. That's going to be coming up as well. And that's a one only. It's nice to see some pink diamonds here. There's even a pink diamond in the, you guys know the big designer that does the key pendants, the key to my heart design and things like that. Well, we've got one with a pink diamond, and that is something even that designer does not that do? So we're going to bring that out as well shortly. But let me know if you like this one. 30 seconds have gone by, $13.99. That is it. So huge value. As far as the unheated bicolors, by the way, we're going to do those right around the top of the hour. So that's going to be about, 50 minutes from right now. So keep that in mind. And then let's go ahead. I know these were on just a few days ago, but hey, it was a little shocker that they stuck around. So I'm going to show them again just in case you missed them and want them. This is that beautiful designer, kind of snowflake meets floral meets star. I feel like it's all three of those motifs combined in a very large button style earring, but all the gems, enormously pretty to stay in the blues and greens, but give you some really exotic looks here. Like for example, 1123-023. To start, it's got 18 karat white gold. Then we're going to add, let's start with the green stones in the middle. Those are green tourmalines that you see in the rounds there, and they look fabulous. But then you also have tanzanite, marquise cuts. You've got tanzanite and green tourmaline and the marquise cuts. You see those, which really are truly more indicolites, right? This is green tourmaline in the middle. Look at the comparison. So you've got more of the blue indicolites there and the marquise cuts on the side, and then of course the unmistakable look of turquoise. That is all going to be cabochon cut, but in marquise cuts, and then all alternating so that they can make this beautiful floral. And then on the very, very edges, those tipped with diamonds, which I love. Diamond weight is 8 points. So you see all the carat weights. They look a little bit, it's a lot going on there because we want to break up each individual stone and share it with you. But that's, adding up to a lot of carat weight. And then you've got that 18 karat white gold and a significant style nonetheless. And here's what we have: a center post, a butterfly back. It is that butterfly backing that is kind of ensconced in a little silicone, which is really just, making it easier for you to put them on and take them off and find them and keep track of them, and also keep that post from, or keep the butterfly backing from ever changing its shape so that it's never anything less than truly secure. So here it is with that beautiful size, and we'll show you the measurement here from top to bottom. It's going to be about, well, we're getting really at that 3/4 inch mark there. So they are significant, but of course, being that they are very star-like and very pointed and very narrowing on the way out, that's going to make, don't be intimidated by a 3/4 inch style. I think you're going to enjoy it. If you like a bigger button style earring, this is certainly going to deliver. So there's what they look like from a distance away. You can see, and that's exactly where they would sit in the ear. And so, Gloria, we may have something for you, but this is going to be a better value than even $28.88. Let's take another look close up and get them a great home. Stay as is, of course, in the white gold, and there they are together looking good. Thank you so much. This is perfect. This is perfect. Okay, Gloria, if you are ready, let me know, because we've got a beautiful blue-green Congolese tourmaline that wasn't even scheduled for tonight that I think you're really going to love. So in the meantime, we're going to make these $9.99 for one caller only on the 18 karat solid gold. And so that's with your green tourmalines, your indicolite tourmalines, your tanzanites, your Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and the diamonds, all for under $1,000, when there's also going to be that 18 karat solid gold, which there's quite a bit of that because of the bigger style of the earrings. So huge value there. Cat's eye indicolite, still verifying on that one. We'll see who's got it. And then let me know, guys, if you would like to see anything particular, because I think we are ready for a little Congolese blue-green action. Yes. Oh, really? Now, did you say Mary is interested? Okay. So, Gloria, I'm going to hope that you're with me too, and you might want to get on the phone lines here. So we're going to show it now because we already have, it sounds like, just, by speaking about it, and I don't suppose there's anything else. Is there? Is that it? The biggest one. Okay, what else do we have? I'm getting ready here because I think we might have a problem where we might, 3? Okay, that's still bigger than the 260 I have, which is more different colors. So I would love, bring out anything we have, since we already have Mary on the lines, and Gloria is going to be here too, I think. So let's go ahead and show you with the first one, which is the largest one that I have. So here it is. This is going to be, this is what everyone seems to be wanting of late, ever since we brought them out. This is kind of that taking the TVON world by storm here, because I have a feeling I know why. It's because our collectors know these blue greens are really precious. Look how pretty this is. This is that Congolese tourmaline. It's got, I would say, about 60-40 on the green to the blue front here. And then we added, this is not a signature mounting that we do very often. We only do it with the really important stones because the diamonds are so big around it. So that's important as well. And then we're going to have a really special opportunity value-wise. So this is it, guys. I know they're really limited. We've gone through everything, and we've got maybe a 3 karat coming out. Then I've got actually my next Congolese is really a bicolor. So it's got pinks and greens, which is super rare. But if you like this one, oh boy, 1123-204. This is why I love a markdown night, when I get to have some fun with a 4 karat 63. Again, largest of the Congos remaining. We just confirmed that and verified that. So here's your chance chance to pick it up. And then I'm going to show you a rare bicolor out of the Congo, which we don't normally see. So that is going to be coming up here as well. And I'll give you a little look. When I mean bicolor, it's actually two different colors. Wow, that's cool too. I was seeing goldens in person. And then I'm seeing blues and greens here. So if you like this one, hang on, but that's a 260. So I want to start with the larger, which is our 463 with 37 points in the princess cut diamonds among the 8 in total there. That's really good. So that's going to be a really special way to get your tourmaline. And oh, come on, wheel. Come on, get center with me. Is it just the unexpected freaky deaky rainstorm we just had? We were actually looking forward to not getting any rain for a couple of days, and then a huge storm has rolled through really out of the blue. It's been pouring for hours here. So I don't know, our wheel's a little off kilter too, but here's what we're going to do, guys. If anybody would like this one, and we already have a couple of people on the phone lines here, this has got that more, I would say, it's a more subtle blue-green. In person, it's a little more blue-green. On camera here, at least on my monitors here, it looks a little more green to blue. So again, just different ratios. Every stone is very specific and very different, but we're in the last call on what we have. We know that. This is also going to be those bigger diamonds, and notice they are princess cut. So we usually see our diamond accents in the rounds. We're doing a little upgrade here for you for this stone because it's deserving, right? And so we've got the princess cuts instead, which is really lovely. It's in white gold only. So that's something, actually, no, we'll change it for you. I want you to have the opportunity. I like the white gold, but if you want to do it in yellow or rose, we can do that. And here's what I've got for you. A huge value. What does Mary think? Do you love it? Because it's going to be it's supposed to be $49.99. I'm taking a lot of liberties here with this price tag, as I get to do on Monday night, so that you don't have to spend $49.99, and I'm not kidding. Here it is. And again, this wasn't even scheduled for tonight, but there it is. So when I tell you that I'm just on my own, making up my own pricing here, I really do mean it. And it's important to take advantage of anything you'd like to see, and call in quickly because they're one of a kind, so we don't want you missing out. So here we go. And yeah, I can't, Pamela, I can't swap like that. So you'll have to talk to customer service. I don't place the orders, but they'll help you with that. So yes, we can show it to you next and see if you like it. Here's what I'll do on this one. Instead of $49.99, I'll make it better. I'll make it $19.99 first caller, and then we'll try it on for you. And then we'll get to that really cool bicolor stone that has the very distinctive, more like lines of demarcation with your different colors. This is really where they're blended beautifully together. And that's, again, the biggest one we have left in the Congo, blue-green. So that one's $19.99. Huge value there. This one can be changed in the gold color. And then let's see, what's the next size down we have, Andy? I'll take a look, and then we'll kind of give everyone options here. And then we'll bring out that more distinctively bicolor. Thank you so much. Well, we have another oval coming up that's going to be one we have seen before. So this is the new one. We haven't seen this one before. And again, these are stones that people are demanding because we don't know yes or no on copper content. Who knows? You never know, right? If that vein extended to the Congo, you never know. We know it's extended from Brazil, and of course, before, plate tectonics and all that, we know that there was, you've got this one? All right, Jess has got it. Here's the next one I do have, which is an oval. And then take a look at this. And then, yeah, this one has a lot of the similar colors we just saw in the pair. It's a 388, so not that much smaller. And then we'll get to that decidedly distinctive kind of split. But here's what we have for you in 112-3000. This will be the 388 stone in the oval, and then it's got a more simple style dome band. And this is going to be that really gorgeous halo. That's the way it starts. And then you've got the 26 points in diamonds that are going to be in total, but some are scattered and burnished on the sides, and the others are completing that halo around your center. And then we will conclude our Congolese trio here with that emerald cut. True distinctive bicolor, but if you like the blending of colors and you want the colors to be multiple colors but really blended like you see here, like you saw in the last pear shape, here's the way to go, and we'll make it super easy and super affordable. Plus, don't worry, this has got a fully finished under gallery to it as well, like you see there, and also you can see the clarity that stone provides. So I know you missed out on that first one there, Tim, so maybe if your caller likes this one, they've got first dibs, but we'll make this even more affordable than the last. Even though it's not going to be that much different in the size, we want to make this as affordable as possible on all of them. That's part of the reason they're popular. The reason they're in demand and asked about is not just because they're beautiful, not just because of their rarity and the potential for having a lot more rarity, but also the fact that we are making them so ridiculously affordable for you. That's really the joy of it. So take a look at this, and we're going to make it a lot better than even the last one was $19.99. Let's go a little bit more affordable. We'll make it better than $18.88. Better than $17.77, and we'll just drop it all the way down, $16.99, and then I'll try this one on for you as well. It's a great way to get this kind of comfort built in. Yes? Oh, Fantastic to hear. I love hearing that. Lynette's already got one of our Congolese, and she says, listen, I've seen it in person. I wear it. And they are, she said, dynamite. I love that. They are. This one's gone. And then let's get to our finale of this Congolese stretch here, which is 1123,198. Now, this one we've never seen anything like it before. And it's doing some really cool things. It's bicolor, but instead of being really, yes. Sure, here it is again on the back of the last one. Under gallery, circular cutouts, beautiful clarity you can see of the stone through the back as well. And this one, you could also change the gold color, Tim, on this one too. It'll be the next one that's got to stay. But that's just a quick little recap of what already sold. And hopefully that helps. And now we're going to get to this entirely new stone, which is actually, we've not seen this. And I'm going to actually flip it for a minute because I always think this is the top, right? Do you see how the diamonds go around one top side and then have that pave and almost like that trillion section? Well, this is what I want to try and give you the glimpse of at best light here, where you can see this very decidedly distinctive, almost like peridot lime green, like think like mojito, like into this kind of minty green into the blue green. So instead of being really mixed, as we were talking about with the last several, 1123,198 is a 260 emerald cutting, and then you get that really distinctive kind of blend, and still it's got a little water spot on the back, which that's going to be difficult for me to polish from, you know, up here on TV, but we'll try my best here. But that's a clean stone, so I know I can see the little water spot that's on the pavilion of the stone from when they probably just rushed it into the bag here after the polishing was complete. But here's what we've got for you. This one does stay in white gold. It's a $29.99 piece, but you've seen me now discount 2 larger stones in a row for less than that. So that's why $29.99 will not work, because we need to make this fair. And it's also 28 points in diamond weight, which you're seeing pave. And I love the asymmetrical style and the fact that really it's not your basic, because it's not a typical halo, right? It's kind of like a half halo because you have the half pave and it's very geometric the way, which makes sense with the emerald cut, I think. So the way the pave is wrapping around it, still got that plenty of diamond presence there on either side in that trillion of pave. And here's what I'm going to do for you. Here's what I can make happen for one caller tonight. And again, you've seen the last two go very quickly before they were even really priced. So I would really recommend dialing in on the early side, because this one's probably the most distinctive and unique of them all. Stays in the white gold. I want to try it on for you here as well with the diamonds up top, at least from that. Now see that? Now it's interesting. That's what I was seeing in person too. It almost looks like there's a little pink up at the top, doesn't it? A little bit. It's interesting how different lighting environments, whether it's lower light or brighter light, can give you a little different look. And it's almost like there's a pinky golden color here at this end, and then it gets into those bright, vibrant, minty greens. So huge value coming your way, because it's not even $19.99. And it's not $16.99 either. Only seems fair because we've taken the larger sizes really, really extra super duper low. We're doing the same thing here. And this is going to be, wow, that's a really unusual stone. And remember, we've seen bicolor tourmalines, but not usually in this blend of color. Not usually out of the Congo. Not usually with that potential copper element. And it's going to be better than even $16, $15, or $14.99 to make this really easy. So very distinctive, bright, beautiful, bold tones. I mean, you can look at every individual color in that ring and not usually see any gem give one of those stone colors, let alone all three in one. So it's very special, and it's not even going to be $14 or $13.99. We are moving it out really quickly. It is $1,299. This is the one that stays in the white gold, so that will be the way it is, but of course we'll size it for you, and then we will move right along. That's all of our Congolese tourmalines. You've seen them all now, all of them. Everything from the inventory was just brought out by your request, and then here's our final one. So that will be it. So Pam M., are you ready to see the tanzanite that I think you're thinking maybe you might swap out for one you picked up, because she was looking for a yellow gold, and I have one that's already set in yellow gold. So we'll show that to you, Pam. I assume you're ready for that. We'll get to that next for you. And then we've got some very, very special, beautiful, beautiful pieces. They're going to be affordable, like our Zimbar garnet we have that's new, our beautiful tanzanite I mentioned, a 2.5 carat that we have, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on and on. We got 3 hours. So take a look at this, though. This is the Blue Wing Block D that is ready to go in the yellow gold, stays in the yellow gold as a matter of fact, and it's a very large pear shape. Now it's item number 1117972. This is 18 karat gold, which is, I know, what she was already looking for. She said, I would love to upgrade the ring I got yesterday in 18 karat gold. Well, this one might be a meant to be moment, already in the 18 karat gold, which of course gives you that luxe color, that rich, buttery, saturated color we love. But then It's a carat 18 in the pear-shaped blue wing block D. It has all these larger diamonds, 32 points in total, but look at this, white diamond pear shapes on either side. So 2 of them very directional, just kind of pointing their way down towards the band. So when it's on, it looks fantastic. It's very balanced. And it's nice to have bigger stones, which of course in this case are going to be on average 8 points. So we love that too. I think they're a little different sizes, but like I said, that's what the average is about. So you've got a really good one here, but let me try it on for you so you can see it from a distance away and then see the saturation in its true form. But all you need to do is dial in early, and I was astounded by the $16,000. Yes, $15,999 was where this originally was. Well, I've been on a rampage of blue wing block D pricing. The per carats have been better than ever before. We're doing that again tonight, right now, on one of the bigger stones left when there's not a lot left. So it's always important to pick them up when you see the one you love. And then the round is coming up a little bit later. But of course, at the top of the hour, we have those brand new 5 individual bicolor, all natural, unheated zoisites for you as well. So that's all. It's really going to be a great tanzanite night. And again, this is 11/18 in the size. So it's a nice big size. Pam, come on in early because I know our blue wings aren't sticking around, and for very good reason why everybody wants one. And there's kind of like we're all fighting over what's left, right? So there's not too many remaining. We're talking about any day now. We're going to be seeing our grand finale. It'll be our last one. And it'll be soon here. So let us know if you like one or need to add to the collection before they're completely gone and no longer an option for you. So take a look at this. It's going to be, I'm going to try it on real quick. And $16,000 made a lot of sense for a stone like this of this size and quality. However, it is about to go down to one of the lowest per carat prices we've ever seen altogether in any blue wing block D. So this is an extremely important moment to pick it up. And it's not even going to be, how about this, $5,000. Or $49.99. That's one way to wear your pear shape and see how those diamonds are going to be directly on either side, but they stop right at the point where your fingers are going to meet. So that's important too. So you're never going to have prongs digging into your fingers. We are always very careful about that because it's amazing how when you're putting together, I'm just going to flip it around here. When you're putting together jewelry, it's something I learned early on is that you got to think about, what it looks like, yes, visually, but it's got to look good and feel good. And so perfect placement on those diamonds there so that they stop at the right point. But it's not even $49.99. It's a huge value. It's a mega opportunity because it's $3,999. Instead, that does come down to $357 a carat. Yes, I've done the math because that's the kind of math we want to see right now when we're in our last call on blue wing block Ds, and yet this is one only. So you get it for $357 a carat. So that one may be gone. Let me know quickly here because obviously that is not going to last long for this world. And I know that it's one of those where as soon as you see the piece you love, even if you're considering it already, you want to dial in early because you never know. We can only go on who's first on the phone lines. It's the only way we know how to really make it fair. So it's important to dial in if you like that piece and grab it quickly because that may be gone. Don't forget that big emerald I'm wearing is coming up in the show. Huge markdown on that if you want the very best of the best in emerald. And it's also going to be lots of diamond weight too. So this one, do you want me to reserve that for you guys? Tim, is that what you're thinking about? Did you have a caller who was thinking about this one? No. Okay, so good. We're all A-okay if you'd like that one at $357 a carat, but that one stays in the yellow, has a really enormous size, and then we'll get to our fabulous pink diamond. We have our 20-pointer coming up at a huge value, and we just had an 18-pointer the other day, and I remember it sold extremely affordably in an auction, and we're going to bring that. Now, I know this has been already some unusual pieces, cat's eye indicolite and 3 Congolese tourmalines, and by the way, my favorite Congolese tourmaline, goes to show you I have that real weird taste, but that Congolese bicolor is still here if you want it. So keep that in mind. If anybody wants to grab the Congolese, the more split, distinctive colors, you can still get it. It was the most affordable of the day, and that's all we have left. Now I'm going to show you something else that's really distinctive. This is a ring that is a literal bird on your hand. Okay, so this is pretty designer. And I know you've seen these before. We have discontinued bringing this designer piece because this designer does creative, cool things that build a lot of gold with a lot of stones. And so naturally they come to some higher price tags. We're going to bring you one of the huge drops in price. It's been sitting in our inventory and all the other critter pieces are gone. This is the last one here. I think even if you're, taking it on a tropical vacation this spring or summer, I think this would be a piece that you might be surprised because when you have really special pieces like this that may be different and outside the box, I think that even, if you're experienced in pieces like this and this is what you gravitate towards anyways, the fun and unique factor of wearing them. But if you're new to something this creative, try it, because you never know. You might end up being like, it might become one of your new favorites because it's a conversation piece. It's really different in designer. Is it your everyday piece? Maybe not, because the way it sits up off the hand. I mean, it's an entire, there's a parrot on your hand. But let me show it to you. This one's really one of those that's a little tougher to always show up close because there's, you know, it's not meant to be seen from this angle. But let me show you the details because we really are first and foremost about the carat weights, right? And this is just a huge markdown because I know that the idea, and forget this, I'm going to put it on the hand because that's the best way to see it. I really want you to see this though, and the way it sits up and the way it's got some size and presence to it, and whatever way you're going to wear it, but look at this design. So I know it's kind of odd, the idea of spending tens of thousands of dollars. Now this designer has a clientele that's very, you know, they enjoy and appreciate the beauty and the detail of pieces like this, so they're used to spending more, and these pieces go for $70,000 and $80,000 a piece. But what we're doing here is different, and it's 111 6159. It's one of those pieces that's been here a little while, so we are dropping it under our own cost, and obviously we didn't make it, but we paid to get it here, and so it's a lot less than the cost of the ring to get one caller to experience it tonight, and that's exciting. So this is all done in 14 karat gold. There's a lot of that yellow gold, 74 points in ruby, 11 points in Savorite, 35 points in diamonds in a designer ring. Then you can see the mirror finishing. I love the texture of the bark because it's sitting on, look at this, you've got some Savorite leaves over there, and we'll show it to you up close as well, and we'll zoom back so you can see all of it. But it's just one of those pieces that is, you know if you've experienced or liked or gravitated towards designers that do this kind of jewelry, how pricey they get very, very quickly, and you can tell why. You know by looking at it, and I think everyone else knows when they see you wearing it, that it's specialty and unique and different. But there's your Savorite. I want to point out where all these diamonds are. Diamonds, rubies, of course, in the body, and then the diamonds in the tail and the feathers, and then you've got those leaves in Savorite with the little black rhodium underneath. It is one major value. So if anybody's saying, yeah, I'd like to try a creative piece, but spending $10,000 on it is not a try me price, this is where you are in luck, because tonight, this one ring, which is really our last, I mean, there's one other one and it's an armadillo. And I got to tell you, I really struggle to figure out what it is by looking at it. So it's one of those kind of really odd ones. This one you can tell is a parrot or a toucan or a bird, you know. But this is where I think it's really just, again, that sensational style. And if we make it reasonable enough, I think one caller and collector is going to walk away with it and get something very special. It's just really difficult to display. This is when I wish we could just display it upright like this, right? And show you that detail all the way around. But I'll do the best I can. It's going to be under $2,000, which would never really happen when you consider the gold content alone. It's actually going well under $2,000. So you're not spending 19, 18, 17, 16. And when everyone says, oh my goodness, let me see your ring, it'd be a very polite way to give them the bird. I mean, right? Very polite. I mean, truly. Just say, oh yes, take a look. Take a look at that. I mean, right? This gives new meaning to that whole phrase, which, you know, I don't condone, but in this style, yes, if you glam it up, it works, right? It's not going to be $16, it's not $15.99. We're going to blow it out for $1,499 and that's it. So one caller gets it, huge collectible piece, and of course, all the detail we love to see there all the way around it. It's just amazing. I mean, you'll have fun exploring the piece when it's on your hand because it's always giving you something fresh from every single angle. It really is that artistic sculptural designer piece we love. And at $14.99, we thought we'd give it a last shot on the air here to see if anybody would like it at an under cost type price. So that's the way we do it. So $14.99, huge Monday night markdown opportunity if you want something truly creative. And for everybody who says, I've got everything in jewelry, well, you may not have a piece like this yet. So tonight's the night to get it. And then let me know if anybody's taking that big tanzanite. We're going to get to our pink diamond. And then later on, we'll see the certified 25 pointers. But if you don't necessarily need to be in that quarter carat range, we have a large stone here, which please let me come way in because obviously nothing's going to be as big in a ring tonight as the parrot is. But this one is very special. Look at that pink diamond. Looks like some of the half carats we have where suddenly the half carats go up way up in money. So get ready if you want something a little more affordable, but still a big size because this is definitely in that bigger size. 1123-147 is your item number here, and we're thrilled to bring it to you. Don't forget, we still have the indicolite, still have one of our bicolor Congolese, and now have that parrot for you as well. So if you'd like to get that, you can call us early. But look at how beautiful this 20 point exactly. And you know there's a difference between if you were at, the other day I mentioned we had an 18 pointer. Even if you had a 19 pointer just shy of 20, this is different. You've got a 20 point stone. And when you hit, because that's actually one of the magic sizes, so when you look at diamond carat weights, we all know that diamonds go up quite a bit when they get into bigger sizes. Well, when you're in that 20-point range, that hits one of the magic sizes, as we call them in diamonds, where suddenly those prices will propel and they will go far greater. So that if you had a literal identical stone, like color-wise, cut-wise, but it was 19 points, instead of 20 points, that 19 pointer would be significantly less because you've hit one of those important size thresholds, if you will. Okay, so think of it like a tiered kind of system where as you hit these certain marks, and they do it just this way because there are significant sizes in diamonds like 20 points, 25 points, 33 points. Why is that significant? It's a third of a carat, right? 50 points is a big one, 75 points. So those are considered some of the really kind of classic benchmark sizes, or rather sizes when it goes up in price. And here's where you have that 20 pointer. So it makes a difference. And if you're shopping pink diamonds, you're suddenly a collector. That may not have been your intention. You may just get it because you think it's a pretty ring and you're excited to wear it. But when you do get into this realm, you are suddenly a collector of rare exotics. And that's what this stone is. So let's take a look and build the sides here, because we also have 21 points of additional pink and 39 points in white diamonds. And you can see it's in the rose and the white gold. It does stay that way. So here's what we'll do. It's an as-is piece, just mentioned. Then you've got diamonds from side to side on the piece itself. And then we are so ready to get this a great home. And it is going to fly. So all you have to do right now is call us if you'd like it, because there is only one. And then again, what I talked about later are quarter carats and more. So it'll be a 25 pointer, and then it'll be a 31 pointer. We also have a 26 pointer, 2 of which are certified. So those will be significantly more. So keep that in mind. If you want to get the most affordable but large pink diamond, this is the way to go. So I know that's, sometimes everyone thinks, well, I'll just get one later, and then you'll be surprised. The price tag's a bit higher because of that exponential scale we were just talking about. I do want to show you there's a little Greek key design in the under gallery there. If you enjoy that, it's certainly there for your comfort, but it's also there to give you a little more gold weight, and it's decorative at the same time. And then here's what it looks like on. So a really simple, elegant way to wear a cushion cut square and really carry that design through, as you see right here. So this one's going to be quick one only, $49.99 Monday night price tag, going a lot lower than that. First caller can have it. We're going to make it $19.99, and that is 80 points in total weight there all together. So you've got a really special ring, but so easy to wear if you're not into the really, really big oversized rings, but you still want to get diamonds from one side to the other. You get all that here, and we just took $3,000 off the price tag. So saving a lot more than you're spending, and that's always a good thing, and it's always what we strive to do on Monday night. So there it is, the big pink diamond. That's the 20 pointer. And again, later on, we'll get into that upper range, but 25 and plus, and that means a different price range entirely. So still got some pieces. Did you talk to Pam by any chance, Jess, about the tanzanite? Okay, so she's going to let someone else get that, the yellow gold, or does she want to swap them? Okay, so all right, so that tanzanite is then spoken for, so nobody can get that, so I'm clear. All right, so here we go, and then we've got a beautiful star bangle. There's a really, if you're a rose gold lover, there's a bangle here that we have never seen this affordable, and it's one of our most designer options. This is so special. And since we're already looking at some rose gold and white gold together, I thought we'd bring out this bangle early because, like I said, it's a unique night. We've got unique things, and in 22 minutes, we're going to debut our last of the bicolor unheated zoisites, and they're the blue-green, so the more traditional, which I know so many of you love because it still gives that nod to tanzanite as we're accustomed to it. But let me show you this. For a superstar in your life, or if that is you and you want to have a really important diamond bangle. Now, it is going to be for my rose gold lovers. That's for sure, because this has to stay as is, and you're about to see why. And I will tell you as a little kind of behind the scenes, like just inside baseball here. If you see something that has to stay as is, it's either a designer and, an outside designer and we didn't make it, or if it's our piece like this is, it means it is being heavily reduced to the point where we can't be foolish and start remaking pieces that cost $10,000 to make just to change the gold color when we're reducing the price so severely. And that's really the key here to this bangle. It's 111-1663. So it does have to stay in the rose gold, which should be your number one hint that this is going to be a massive Monday night markdown. Not a mega, a massive Monday night markdown. Multiply it by markdown after markdown after markdown. It's going to be a good one. So if you love the star design, which is kind of everywhere in jewelry and very chic anyways, it's in fashion, it's in jewelry, it's everywhere. It's just really cool right now, and I think it will be for a long, long time. And then it might be significant to you. Well, this has got a lot of markdowns, and it did start at $69.99. And here's why. There's 84 points of kite cut. So that creates the star. Just so you're clear, there's no star cut diamond. I've never seen one. I would love to see one. So maybe someday I'll work with a lapidary who has that ability. But trust me, if it could be done, it'd probably be done by now, right? So what we've done instead is taken 5 individual kite cuts, put them completely together seamlessly so that it looks like you have, does it not, one big star cut diamond. Surrounded it by pink diamonds that are natural pink diamonds. That's 49 points there. So your diamond weight is exquisite. Your gold weight even more so, because you're getting, well, obviously it's a wider bangle. You see how it comes a little wider towards the top. It's going to have a side hinge as well. Just keep in mind you're getting a colossal diamond weight. Of course, the 84 points is made up of the 5 big specialty cut stones, so that's impressive. But it's a carat 33. All together in your diamonds. We're so proud to have this. It's for a rose gold lover and a bangle lover, and maybe it's your standalone piece because it is significant in the size. I do want to show you it's hinged over here, so it's completely smooth there. You can hardly make out the hinge. And then here's where it opens up, and that's where you have, and boy, does it need some polishing. But again, it's been sitting in a vault for some time because it's been $69.99, and nobody wants to put it up for that because we know it's a more specialty piece. And I'm just trying it on. It's for an average size wrist. So if you're somebody who wears we all know this by now, right? If you wear between a 6.5 and 7.5 and anywhere in between, this is going to be the perfect fit for you. And you can see it opens. I didn't bother with the figure 8s there. That's your safety catch, both of them there. So that's where you're going to open it up. See, when they're open, you just click down. It's just going to be a little press on a little button here, and then it opens up. But look at how beautiful, because I think it was really important to see the size right now. The size is so significant. This is not a skinny little bangle. And that's what's so impressive. And when that looks like one big diamond, if it were, by the way, if that were one huge diamond, and it's tough to estimate it because, again, no star-cut diamonds out there that we know of, but this is where you would get a diamond that really is on par with, if you look at just the center there and the way it flashes, just the white diamonds, it really looks like it's something that's like 5 or 6 carats, which think about how expensive that would be. Then you're adding the pinks, which is why the rose gold, and then you've got this great opening here and hinge so that it's easy on, easy off, just like that. So you can see all that thickness to the gold. It aligns, it snaps right into place just like so. Then you're going to lock it once it's on, and you're good to go. Yes. Thank you. Bicolor tourmaline out of the Congo is gone. I'm just going to give this a little extra polish to do what I can here as we get ready to set it back on the wheel. I just want to give it a little extra because it certainly needs it. But take a look at that. And this will be obviously polished for you on its way out. Look at how beautiful, but it's substantial. You feel it. This is not a little dental floss feeling skinny little basic bangle. This has got the gold weight. So stays in the average size, stays in the rose gold, but when it starts at $69.99 and it's come down significantly already, let me tell you something. This was already marked down many times. It's been below cost for a while. This is not, it's not an inexpensive piece. When it was $49.99, $2,000 off, it's already below our own manufacturer's cost, already at that price. Where it's going tonight makes absolutely no sense at all. We know it's more specialty. We know it's more designer. We know this is not going to appeal to everybody. This is for somebody who wants something really unique, very unique to you only in jewelry. That's what this is. It's not $49, it's not $39.99, and this is exquisite. You saw the size. This isn't like the other bangles we do. It's got that big centerpiece, that huge, I mean, that's like your North Star. Maybe that's your North Star that guides you, right? Maybe that's your lucky star. Maybe you're giving it to a star in your life, or that is you, right? That could be. And it's not going to be $39.99 either. So here comes the value. And it is for one caller, and we're going to make it $2,999. And when you know where gold's at today and what it takes to make a bangle of that size, well, you need to have it. And maybe add it. And you could still have it on stacked with other things. I'm just letting you know it's a pretty big piece, significant on its own. So it's meant to be a standalone bangle, but certainly it's your world, right? And it's your, that's kind of the beauty of jewelry, is you wear it how you want to wear it, and you create your own look every day when you put on your jewelry. And sometimes that's about what you're putting on individually, or sometimes it's about how you're stacking and layering. So loving that one, but only going to be $29.99 for one lucky caller in the rose gold. And you know, we have some of the most luxury rose gold with a lot of that really pretty blushy pink tone, where it's not super orange or brown or copper, because I think that just tends to look a little less feminine, I think, and it also just cheapens the look, I think, and everyone's got a different process and different alloy they use for their rose gold, so I really admire ours. Yes, go ahead, Andy. Oh, Ginger in California. Sure, I'd be happy to. Yeah, so Ginger, take a look at your screen here and I'll pop that bicolor Congolese on my hand one more time. So it's official, all three of our Congolese tourmalines from the evening and from the inventory have gone. So Ginger, take a look at your brand new ring. Here it is one more time and watch this stone light up. It is one of the most beautiful, again, what we're seeing here, kind of a pinky golden into a blue, into a green, but up close, it was just mostly blues and greens together. So congrats again on that one. Well done there. Enjoy that stone. I've never really seen one like that. And when you're doing this every day for 22 years, you think you've seen it all. It's really special when you see something new and fresh like that. So congrats, Ginger, on that one. Let's go back to our wheel and we'll take a look at that star bangle. And if anybody would like it, it's $29.99. Doing some huge blowouts on some pieces that just need to go, right? Need to find their homes after too long in a vault, and very specialty designer one-offs there. So that's going to be special. But let's talk about something else that's kind of cool here that's going to be a phenomenal stone. And it's an opal. And crystal opals are a little challenging sometimes because most crystal opals people don't like. You know why? Because they don't give you any life. They don't give you any color. I wouldn't say that about this stone. What's happening? Are those little are there daisies coming out of a big round? And this is, yeah, if you're thinking we changed our light source or something, because usually those opals are going to look a little bit more dull in the big bright lights of the stage here. Well, actually, and it's got some black velvet cloth all over it here. I don't know why. Let's see if we can get that out. And then, are we all better now? No, we're not. So this one may need more of that extra tools I don't have here. So we'll wait on that for a minute and see if I can get something that's going to help us show that in its best light. But take a look, because I know we had a lot of people asking as of yesterday for orange diamonds. Was that yesterday or was that Saturday? It might have been Saturday. Saturday we had an orange diamond ring and a few fights over it, right? So I put it up on the auction block and we'll let you battle it out. Now, since then, everybody's been asking for orange diamonds. Well, all I have right now, and I'll be sure to alert you guys if I have another orange diamond that arrives anytime soon. But this is going to be it. So I thought, let's bring them out just in case we've got somebody who wants either the match to the ring we had the other day, because we did have an orange diamond pear-shaped solitaire more or less, or if you're looking for just orange diamonds in general and you don't mind having them in a match pair of earrings. So this is going to be the way to do it. So what we have is a really special way to go, because you've got this really beautiful cushion cut center stone, and it's going to be that saturated orangey color, which is all natural. So that's important because it's not a yellow. And how do we prove that? I got yellows on the side. Yes. It's coming back up. I can't have it growing a beard here on the air. So I'm going to play barber, and you know what? I'm going to try to just help it out a little bit, you know? Is anyone more skilled at this than I am? Or do you have some more tools over there, Andy? Because the thing is, I can't see anything until I put it on the wheel. So I don't know if it's all fixed or not, because I can't tell until we all see it together. But it's coming up. Okay, it looks like maybe I've solved the problem. Okay, good. So can I add that? Can I add barber to my resume now? Does that qualify? I was, yeah, never one to be in the, no, that would not be my best. I don't think I have the patience for it. I think it'd be too nerve-wracking. I think it'd be too high anxiety, you know, holding people's appearance in your own hands. I don't know if I could handle it. Too stressful. But here we are. We'll get to the opal next, I promise. But I want to show you these earrings because there's only one pair. They're super affordable. It's item number 1119-215, and there's 33 points of cushion cut orange diamonds here. They're VS cushion cut squares. That's total weight. 24 points in the yellow. So if you needed a little bit of proof that an orange diamond is different than a yellow diamond in this case, well, there they are right beside it. So that's a yellow diamond halo. And then, of course, we complete it with the 52 points in the white diamonds on the outer halo there. That's all going to carry through this square cushion shape. Now we have one pair, and I know we had a battle the other day. It was a true battle over our pear shape that we had in an orange diamond ring. This is a lot more diamond weight overall. And you're getting this very significant, well, I can't say a lot more because that was a 1 carat stone, but you get the idea. It's a lot more yellow and white, and you're getting this really important style to it. Of course, you can wear them squared off, or you can wear them at an angle, but there's a center post with a butterfly backing, and we want to show you what they look like. And there's only one pair, and they used to be $79.99. No wonder they're here still, because that's kind of the fun about Monday Night Markdowns is we take the pieces that, in some cases, we do have a lot of brand new, especially our top of the hour, which is coming up in 11 minutes, but there's a lot more of the, let's bring out the specialty pieces that have just been more expensive because they're really rare or really important, and let's bring those down. So you end up seeing unique pieces that you may not have known even existed here, like this, 1/2 inch top to bottom when you wear it angled like that. I'll put one on the ear for you so you can see it there. It's not going to be $79.99 though, and that is the beauty of it. So take a look at what they look like from a distance away, just to give you an idea of how they look. I like kind of just, again, you can put them more squared off or more angled, but they're going down from that's an $8,000 earring, and that's why they're here. And now it would be silly to ask that price. Let's take another look at them close up and show you what we can do here, because they're not even close. They're not even going to be $2,000. They're $1,999 only. That's for one pair, one collar, all that total diamond weight, which is really extravagant there. And you've got fancy orange diamonds, because that's one of the rarest colors, you know, because we see a lot of colors of diamonds. We see everything from even the color changing chameleons to the blues to the greens, yellows and the pinks a little more frequently. And now we've got a match pair of the oranges, and so we'll give those 30 seconds. Then we'll go back to our opal. The opal is going to be here and ready. And it's special, because I know you're already asking about it, right? Because it was a wild one. It was so unique and special, so we're going to bring it out. It's a 323. So that shows you how big opals look compared to what they weigh. We know that. So here's where you get a fabulous pair of orange, yellow, and white. 3 colors, 1 earring, fabulous look, 2 ways to wear it just based on how you angle it, butterfly and post backs. So easy to wear, kind of still a stud, but giving you a little larger appearance than what you normally see from a stud earring, and the option to wear it multiple ways. Now, opal coming up. 1122669 will be up next. I am fascinated by the stone, because what I see, those are gone. Congratulations. And then let's take a look at this one. We're ready for it. I still can't get over this, because if we could iris down a little bit, because obviously the challenge with opals is that they never look very good on TV, although this one kind of does, right? It's defying the odds. It's not supposed to look this good. And what I was seeing away from the light before I put it on the wheel here, totally different colors. Blues, purples, hot pinks, reds. It's a 3-carat 23. Stunning round Ethiopian opal. And look now, just because Tony was able to just tweak the light there a little bit by what we did, we changed the iris. And so I can't change the lights in the studio, but by just kind of letting the iris just be a little more dim, you can now see even more brightness, but it's still in a big studio with a lot of light here. So you're still not getting all the beautiful color you will see in person. So get ready to be completely wowed, because if you think it looks hot now, it gets even better. And the diamond weight, 22 points going in a pave circle all the way around it. And how about that glow it's creating on the wheel of its own? It's creating its own little magical light show happening on the wheel in front of it. So it's special in every way. It's a fantastic and phenomenal stone, literally. It's phenomenal, yes, because that's a good descriptor. It's a nice adjective, but it's a literal phenomenal stone because it has what we call play of color. So it's doing something cool. We call it extraordinary, doing something extraordinary with light. That's what this stone is capable of doing, and most opals don't do it this well, because most opals, what are our problem with opals, right? They're usually kind of milky or kind of just clear or transparent, but then there's no color. You're looking for the color. What you're looking for in play of colors, you want to see all the rainbow colors. You know the full Roy G. Biv, which is that acronym for red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, right? That is what you're looking for. And not most opals are not going to deliver even really 2 or 3 of those colors. We've got all of them. And I would say even kind of a neon version. It's kind of like going to the 90s, 90s-tastic here. It's bright neons, it's bold colors, and every time you wear it in a different light, in a different, like just going from inside to outside, it's going to look completely different. You'll be fascinated by the stone. What can we do? White, yellow, rose gold, I'll give you that. We've got even the yellows, which are so tough to find. There it is. If you think it just looks good from the top, no. It's got this big cabochon cut, right? Flat on the back, domed on the front, great round, specialty cut. I mean, it is, I know predominantly green right now, but that's only because of where it is right at the moment. Look at it on my hand. It's going to move. It's going to change. It's going to shift. And the colors just don't stop. Yes. Oh my goodness. I kind of was hoping they were watching to see those earrings because they were on my mind as I showed them. So yay, they've got a whole set. Well, not the whole set, but at least earrings and a ring so far that I know of in orange diamonds. Thank you so much, Gary, Mary, and Joy. How about this? Not even, and do we have anybody now thinking about it? Because I know just by that quick flash, a lot of you are intrigued by it. Now it's going even lower than, and I have no problem with $29.99 for an opal like this. It's $323, but you saw it looks a lot bigger, right? Double at least in its look. But you're not paying $29.99. We might surprise you with this one. We might shock you with this one. Welcome to Mondays. If we ain't shocking you with the prices, it ain't Monday night. It's that simple. That's what I show up here to do. So here's what I've got for you. Because every Monday gets such a bad rap, you know? People don't like Mondays. People get, oh, we got a case of the Mondays. Oh, that's because they don't know about TVON and what we do on a Monday night, because it's really our Friday. But, you know, it kind of is. So, yeah, it's a fun night here. And it's not even going to be $999. So how about that? How about we take the big, it's an opal in a round, which is just crazy rare. It's completely transparent, yet it's got all the colors. It's kind of like layered colors. It's the most dynamic, bright neon, but all of the colors together, and it's not even $9.99. Should we go a little bit lower just to make this really interesting and reward that very fast phone line, right? That's what we're doing here. That's what we always do. And you know what? Instead of even $899, I'll go even lower. And that's in a lot of gold. You need a lot of gold to support a stone like that and give it that halo in diamonds. And we're going to make it $888 first caller. Let's do it. So that's going to be it on the opal. And then we are only now 5 minutes away from our natural unheated zoisites or tanzanites. I would actually call these tanzanites because they have some of the blues and the purples, right? The stones we had yesterday that were mostly orange and golden and pink, those were really zoisites, right? Because they didn't have the purple or the blues, which is the trade name for blue zoisite. What we're going to show you are unheated tanzanites or zoisites, and we only have 5 in total. I even convinced, I absconded with the big stone. The 8 carat's going to be here to start, and then we've got a wheel of 4 carats and up. So those are coming up probably right after one more item that we show you. And if you'd like this one, let me know, because it's here, and who knew that could be here. With even 30 seconds on the air, I'm surprised, but that's a good stone. And everything that you're seeing, it only gets better. It gets bolder. I don't need to like take it outside. I just need to pick it up off the wheel. And I see very different, even bolder, brighter colors, even more saturated levels than what you're seeing here on television. So that's really an important one there. And you see there's a clock there with all the rainbow colors, and you see how it is an identical match to what we're seeing in the opal. Yeah, that's the other thing. I just heard Tim asking or talking to his customer about, well, what about yellow gold? Is that a possibility? It is. Rose gold or yellow gold's fine too. We just put it in white gold to start. That's just, you know, our designer's choice there. But hey, up to you, totally free of charge to change that gold color and get it exactly customized to how you want it. So let me get one more item in here before we get to our big top of the hour debut, and we're going to see another rare stone. It's called Savorite. It's a rare garnet. That opal's here. And here's 112-1997, but a lot of pieces today are going after the fact, so just dial in as soon as you decide you got to have it, and let's hope you beat out everyone else who's making the same decision. But take a look at a wow. This looks instantly, and I've been here a long time, and when I see Savorites like this, there's one price tag, and it starts at $7,000 and it goes up from there. Our Savorites are not exactly inexpensive. It's because we're so choosy. Typically, Savorite is very included and very dark. 2 things you ideally don't want. Now, it's still Savorite, and if it's Savorite, it's rare. So there's still hefty price tags, don't get me wrong. But when you shop with us, we can guarantee you one thing, is that we're gonna have only top tier quality. We're only gonna have the top % of any gem that we show you. Because if we lovingly select it, and then decide to set it in gold and diamonds and put all this tender loving care into these designs that are custom made here, the idea is this: we don't want any okay stones. Good, great, just doesn't cut it around here. It has to be one of the best. And so when you see our Savorites, like I've never been a fan of Savorites, I'll just say, I don't know why. I love the color green. I love emeralds. I love a lot of the stones. Savorites, and I'll tell you why, because usually they look like this. That's not green. They look like this. That's not green. They look like this. That's not green. That's my beef with Savorites, is that they're just too saturated usually. And then behind all that deep dark color that really looks more black than it does green, it's included. It's really heavily included. So that's just something I've never chosen it as my favorite Savorite or green stone, right? I think there's just better ways to get a livelier, brighter, more clean green. Well, this stone, is exactly what the best Savorite in the world. I mean, this could be on display in a museum. It would be happy there. It would be appropriate there. Take a look at this because I got a huge value and we're then about to embark on our zoisites. But let's get this out the door first because 1997 is the item number and it's a 96-point stone. And it is a 76-point classic diamond weight with the double halo and then the diamonds down the sides. I don't think so, Ariana, but I'll have Andy double check when he has a chance. I don't think we have any blue diamonds in stock, but that's a great request. You like it? Oh, good. Let's blow it out. Because $39.99 not going to work. And look how bright. This is what I wish. Let me tell you, Savorite would be a very, very popular stone. Everyone would know it and talk about it. Thank you. Everyone, if they all looked like this, it would be on the top of a lot of wish lists for gem collectors and lovers all around the world. But they don't usually look like this. And it's the cutting for me. This is a very soft cornered cushion. And I don't mean soft, I use that word. I'm speaking about the shape of the stone, not about the durability of the stone. It's got plenty of hardness for everyday wear being a garnet. But it's got that really soft corner, so it looks almost more like a round than it does a cushion. So keep that in mind, and you'll see it on the hand here. Uh-oh, it's a teeny size right now, so a little too teeny for my ring finger at the moment. But let's take a look at this. That's what it looks like from a distance, so you can really see how it flashes, how all the cuttings working together there, and it's one only, no longer $39. And by the way, that's a great price for that ring. That's an exquisite price tag. We're doing better by a mile. And we got moments left till our blue wing, where our zoisites come up, our natural unheated. Oh, so excited about these. But they're not going to be what this is. This is very, very special, kind of a neighboring stone, right? It's going to be better than even $2,999. Skip $19.99. Let's get it out the door because the top of the hour is here. We're going to make it just $1,699 for our Savorite, and that is a winner. A beauty of a stone, and we'll see who's got it. And then, Andy, you don't think we have any blue diamonds, do you? Ariana, nope. Okay, so Ariana B, no blue diamonds, as I suspected. So nothing I can bring out today, but what I can do is also alert you. Next time I see one, I can try to give you a heads up, Ariana, so you don't miss it. All right, let's move on. Top of the hour is here. We have a really big special, kind of a debut. We've been talking about this for the last couple of days. We had our beautiful unheated zoisites yesterday that were pinks and yellows and oranges and goldens and all together. Today, we're going to bring you something you may have seen before, but it's still as rare. And it's all out of Tanzania, and we're going to talk unheated blue-green tanzanites coming up. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, thank you, Ariana. Thank you so much. You're the best. We have the best viewers. We really do. The best. Okay, Savorite, do you have it, Tim? Maybe Tim's got it. I was just waiting to see if I can congratulate someone on the Savorite first before we get into this debut. I'm going to start with the one big stone. That's the museum stone here. And I'm going to show it to you now because I want you to get a taste. And this is not what they all look like. They're all different, which is why we're going to show you first the big 8-carat one. Then we're going to move on to the rest that are all 4 carats. There are only 4 of them, 5 in total. Here's the big one that I did not, first of all, there's pink, 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 pink. It's amazing. I didn't think we were going to get to show this to you yesterday. If you were with me yesterday and you're going, that girl can't count, because I said yesterday on a Sunday show that we would have 4. Because yesterday, we were only going to have 4. That is because this stone was off limits. It was a no-go. I had tried my best. I kept on at it and kept on at it and persevered. And guess what? Now we got the 8-carat museum piece that ownership wanted to keep, and it's here. Welcome to the show. Glad you're with us tonight. It's Monday. We're live from Los Angeles. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON, and we are just about to get to a very quick, it's going to be a very quick, very simple, very easy, very fast premiere, because we have our unheated blue-green zoisites, all brand new. I know we've seen some of these before historically, but this is all going to be brand new jewelry that you've not seen. And then when we get to the 4 carats, this is our 7-carat 98. When we get to the 4 carats and up, they're all going to be on a wheel together, so you can easily pinpoint which one is your favorite. This is a little different. This is a saturation level that is beyond. The other 4 in the 4-carat range are not going to look like this. This is the museum stone. They all really are. So if we're actually differentiating here that the 798 is this tippy top important, it's really important. So keep that in mind. It's item number 1123-199, and we have one, obviously. These were all one of a kind, so that is why they're going to fly, and this is why we invite you to dial in now, so you're just ready to go. That way, you're not waiting and then surprised by how good the value is. Do you ever find something that you love? Because for me, it happens all the time. Most of the things I fall in love with in shopping, I go, I'm not in a happy mood about the price. Like I'm never surprised in a good way. I'm usually surprised in a bad way. So this is where we're going to surprise you in a really shocking way, where we're going to give you a value on something that is truly one of the tougher stones in the world to get, but it's still lovely and it's still durable for everyday wear. These are still tanzanites out of the Tanzanian mine, which of course one mine in the world. The difference here is that they received no heat treatment. Yes, blue wings receive heat treatment. Yes, block Cs receive heat treatment. Almost every tanzanite you've ever seen or owned gets heat treatment like most gemstones do, right across the board. It's very common. This did not. And that doesn't even happen anymore. What's been mined for the last couple of decades and more is everything that's mined in rough material. The first step is it gets heated. It gets heated to maximize the color, because the maximum color, the better the color, the more money it gets, right? Now still, there are certain segments of the mine that have produced a better rough material. It's not like you can just like set a gauge and make the tanzanite any color you want it, right? It's all within limits. So that's why the Blue Wing Block D is so beloved. It's the darkest, the richest, the most neon, the most reds that we've seen out of the entire production that started in 1969 or 67, depending on who you believe. I wasn't there, so I don't know. Nobody really knows the exact year, but 67 or 69 are kind of the consensus years when tanzanite was discovered, right? And it was a new gem at that point. And it's still only one source to this day. We've got maybe 15 or 20 years left of it, and that's it. And that's still an estimation. That's a hypothesis. Nobody knows for sure. This is one of the rare stones you can get. And of course, what you're probably marveling at here is that it's still really saturated. This is not a light stone. The other ones we'll show you that are 4 carats and up are going to be more of the lighter blue greens and purple mix. This has more, I would say, what really catches my eye first here is the bright hot pinks. It's the bright fuchsias, and I know this is the collector's stone, and don't worry, they're going to be much more affordable when we get down into the smaller sizes, but look at that stone. And here you can see some more of the greens and the blues. It's our 798, it's in 14 karat gold, it's in the yellow, but you can change it. It's got 39 points in diamonds on each side total, so that's a beautiful pave formation. This is the big premiere we've been excited for and really, really, really looking forward to, because they're also just cool stones. It's not like we're asking you to say, hey, it's rare, but it ain't pretty. This is a really good looking stone. And it's got still the differences where if you're thinking, well, I've amassed a nice Blue Wing Block D collection, maybe you have a few Block Cs from somewhere else that you purchased years ago, or whatever the case may be, this is still vastly different. And so if you are a collector, I think this would be a nice one to add. We only have one. We're going to blow it out. Remember, this is why this is a new addition as of just a few hours ago. It was the final consensus. Nobody's going to be, nobody here at TVON is going to be upset if it sticks around. I want to try it on for you as well. Let's see what we see from a different light here, from a different perspective. Yeah, it's still really just showing so much electric, kind of those fuchsia red pinks, right? But then it's like you move it, it's got a little bit of green, it's got a little bit of blue, it's got some bright purples and all those great colors we expect. But it's so outstanding. And boy, when you see that move, that's when it really comes alive. We have one. This is our largest by far, total museum level, although I must admit I haven't been to too many museum exhibits where they've had unheated blue wing or unheated tanzanite or unheated anything in tanzanite, right? Anything in zoisite. It is such a difficult stone to get. It really is. And we are the lucky few to be able to see it, show it, and offer it at a huge discount where it should not be. Let's take this one down. You know what? It's going to be $20,399. That's what's listed to go at. We're going to take it much lower. We just want to send it out to one collector who says, that's my stone. I want to see those bright pinks. I want to have those reds. I want to see still that green, but it's not going to look too light. It's not going to dominate. You still have what really is the blues and the purples and the pinks that are definitely, I mean, when you think that's, could be at first glance mistaken for a blue wing, which does get heat treatment, and this did not. That's kind of amazing, right, to think about? Let's take a look at it and make it better than even 20,000 or 10,000 or 9 or 8 or 7 or 6. I'm giving this away, and we're gonna make it happen for one caller, and it's not even $6,000 or $59.99. You got a very, very, very special stone here. And it's going to be for one caller and one caller alone. And we don't have anyone on the phone lines because a lot of you are probably waiting on the 4 carats, which will be much more affordable, I promise you, but they're half the size. And those will really give you a lot of the blues and the greens. But this one's going to be $4,999 for that exquisite stone with all those reds. And then you're going to want to come on in on the phone lines because we're going to show you all 4 at the same time. That way you can pick your favorite because they're all very different. And they're different shapes, and they're different mountings, and they're different colors. And so we'll see them all together, and then we'll be done. This is going to be it for our unheated zoisite. or tanzanite. I think this you could call unheated bicolor tanzanite because it does have the blues and the greens. And I mention that because that's what the tanzanite name is given to the zoisites that are blues, purples, and anything in that range. So the fact these have some blues and purples to them, it's appropriate to call it unheated tanzanite or unheated zoisite or bicolor. So let's move on. We're going to show you 4 pieces coming up. Warning, these will all be much more affordable. Let me start here with that white gold bridge, and this one is going to be blue and green, a little lighter. Then we have, I probably zoomed back too far, then we have a cushion cut that's got a lot more green to it. See how I mean every single one's a little different? So that's why I figured let's just make this simple and easy. Let's give you the option to take your favorite here by seeing all 4 at the same time. So that way you're not going, oh, well, I thought I liked that one, but I actually like this one better. You can just see everything we have. This is the most distinctive of all. The fact it's got that banding of green throughout the blues there. And then we have this cushion cut here. So 2 cushions, 1 square, 1 rectangle, this being the rectangular. Here's the square cushion, there's the emerald cut, and there's the oval. So 4 different cuts. Really different looks. I'm going to just go ahead and situate my yellow gold side by side. Why not? Have those front to back, and then we'll have our white gold on the left and right. But let's take a look and keep in mind these are going to be extremely affordable for, especially considering how rare they are. These are natural stones yet again, so no heat treatment like most tanzanite gets. And it's not like every stone's going to give us this duality of color either. That's more rare to see. So you see this one's got a little bit more of that lighter kind of periwinkle lavender. This one's a little bit deeper color, but still with that really significant green that almost runs through the middle of the stone. Then outers, the outer edges have the blues and the purples. Here's where I think that one, I've seen a lot of unheated tanzanite in my day, and yet this one I've not seen before, where there's a really distinct, almost like you see that really distinct line there. Oh, okay. So Jess, do you have Becky back on the phone? Because I think that her call dropped or something. Got it. So I'm going to set aside the $7.98 for her because she just told me I want it. So let me go ahead and do that. So the $7.98 is spoken for. And now we have 4 pieces that are going to go very quickly. And that's it, guys. This is it. There's nothing else after this. This is all I have in the bicolors, all the unheated. So come on in, because if you're waiting to see the price, I don't advise that, because trust me, it's good. I make sure of that. These are all going to be the same price, but they started at $79.99. Did y'all see what I just did on the $7.98? I brought it down to $5,000. So Becky, I've got that reserved, so no worries, and thank you so much. Becky's going to take the big one. And Becky, I'm pretty sure ownership will be dropping you a note. Good, okay. I'm pretty sure they'll be dropping you a note to say that whenever you're ready to give it up, they'll buy it back from you. And they'll probably pay more because it's just that good. And I know they were not happy with me selling it, but I did, so we're done. Now we're gonna get these 4. Now, right, like I said, these are gonna be a lot more affordable for you, so keep that in mind. These are gonna be a lot more affordable. They get more of what I think a lot of people historically want, because if you're getting into the bicolors, you wanna see the bicolors, right? You wanna see 2 colors. You don't wanna just see blues or purples or lavenders. You wanna see those greens, and sometimes kind of a blue green, which I think is really cool because that reminds us almost like of a Paraiba or an alexandrite, really rare stones. It's almost like you have them combined. So how about this? I'll walk you through the carat weights again. They're all 4 carats greater. So this is where you're getting all 4 carats. They go from 4 to my largest is going to actually be a 426. So I'll show them to you. We'll show you the carat weights, but the thing to do is to get on the phone lines and tell your operator right away which one it is you're thinking about and which one you like the best, so that they kind of give you first dibs then, right? That's because they're all one of a kinds and they're going to go, and then we can switch the gold color on any. So I know you're seeing the white and the yellow gold here represented. You can do any of them in rows, or you can flip-flop your white and yellow. So that's no problem either, but take a look at them. We got to blow them out. So yes. Emerald cut first. That, I'll tell you, from my standpoint, Jess, by far the most rare is that emerald cut. That's the 413. So we'll take a look at the emerald cut here on the hand first, and then come on in, because we've got very limited time with these. Obviously, once they're gone, they're gone. That's the 413 with a carat 15 in diamonds. So you get a lot of diamond weight here. It's actually going to be our most diamond weight by far, is also right here. And keep in mind, they're all the same price. So you best get on the lines, and then just you're ready to go, right? And if you don't want one, you can always hang up. But trust me, they're not sticking around, because they're not going to be $49.99. So that's our 4 carat. Which one do you like? You do too. That's okay. It's whoever says sold first. And keep in mind, that's the 413 with 115 in diamonds. That's the emerald cut. The cushion cut square is going to be a 405, 32 points in diamonds. The oval in the bridge, that's going to be a 426. That is the largest up there, 75 points in diamond weight. And then last but not least is the cushion in the background here. That'll be the 419, 22 points in diamonds. Sounds like our emerald cut may already be spoken for, and that's with a $49.99 price tag. Which one? Oval coming up next. Here comes the oval. Oval going on the hand. That's finished on the inside. Again, Jess, that's the large one, 1122578. That's going to be the 426. Your double row in diamonds is 75 points. So it's the largest stone. It's now the largest diamond weight left, assuming Tim got the emerald cut, right? So here's what I'm going to do. 2 are gone already, it looks like. We're not even close to the final price. You're not spending $49, you're not spending $39, and you're not even spending $29.99. This is some of the rarest material on the planet. So here's the chance. Yet it's still tanzanite. It's still something we know, we've heard of, we understand. We know is an in-demand gem, a household name of stone. But this is one of the rarest varieties you can ever get. Now, Tim, do you have the emerald cut, or can we? Okay, so emerald cut's already gone. Oval's verifying. They're not even $29.99. It sounds like we are down to 2 out of our 4 left. This is your last call. Do not wait to get on the phone lines because they will all be gone. There is no chance that any of these 4 stick around, and that is because already they're so affordable at $29.99. They're going extremely low. They're going lower than that. These are all over 4 carats. Think of what you'd spend for a 4-carat blue wing. We know those are great material, but that's still going to be the norm, right? Still the heated material. It's just so unusual. There are so few ways to ever get your hands on an unheated stone. So few. And to have 4 of them as an opportunity here is really lovely. And they're not 29 or 28. The oval's gone. Okay, so emerald cut's gone, oval's gone, and we have 2 left. This is your last call. They're not even $28.99. They're not going to be, and this is what we've got so far. And remember, if it's the white gold that you like, you can get either of these 2 in the white gold as well if you'd prefer. And these have a lot of distinctive greens, which in my experience is what a lot of people are looking for. And they're not even going to be $28, $27, $26.99. You know the value's good when they're selling before we're even to our lowest price, and it's getting better than $26.99. Only those 2 remain. I have no problem making those in white gold for you. So we just wanted to make sure we had both colors represented so you could see what they would look like. But it's your choice, and not 26, not 25. They're only $24.99 per piece, and we're down to just, this is the 419 right over here, and then the square cushion is the 405. And your diamond weights are 22 points and 32 points there. So really, really good way to go. Let me know which one you prefer. We'll give it a final 30 seconds. 2 of them gone. Congrats on the emerald cut and congrats on the oval. Well done there. So we're very excited to have you with us, but that's our last looks now already at our natural, unheated, bicolor tanzanites or zoisites, whichever you want to call it, be correct either way. So that's that. We've got a couple of last moments here with those 2 left. And again, I don't know if that's a coincidence that the white golds are gone, but if it is white gold that's your preference, get it. Get it in the white gold. We can do that for you. That's no problem. We would love to make sure that it is exactly how you want it as far as the gold and the combination with the stone. So really, really rare. So special. Speaking of rare, we have a color change sphene in a 3-carat 33 in one of the prettiest, most dazzling. Look at this stone. That's a pretty stone. Talk about a lot of color in one stone. That delivers. So that'll be coming up. We have Paraiba earrings today. Beautiful drop earrings. They also kind of look like a peacock design in our Paraiba earrings. Have a gorgeous Tahitian pearl pendant that's new. And anything else you want to see, get requests in. But we've got our final look there at our 2 last ones. I hope it's not the fact they're in yellow gold because they can be in the white. 419 on the right side, the 405s on the left, each with really classic, elegant styles in the diamond settings. And we move. And by the way, yesterday the same thing happened with some of our natural unheated bicolor in the pinks and the goldens, and then before you knew it, they were all gone. So they didn't all disappear right at the onset of the presentation, but it wasn't long before they were all completely gone. So keep that in mind if you'd like to get either of those. Those are not going to stick around long for the world. We know that because they're just super rare. But I know what a lot of you are thinking right now. You're probably thinking you want a Blue Wing Block D as well. And you heard me talk about the fact that we do have a very elusive size and cut tonight. Oh yeah. When we've seen this in the bigger version, it's always beloved. You know how we do that big signature mounting with a round? But the problem is it's like $12,000. So now we have brought you the 2-carat 49. Still a big size, just not going to be oversized. Don't want it to be that size nobody can wear. We want it to be wearable, everyday wearable, maybe Wonder Ring adjacent. Can you imagine that? Wouldn't that be pretty? It's item number 11222731, and it is right now your first time seeing it on the air. So I've been telling you that the Blue Wing Block Ds are set. All of the stones that were loose All of the collection pieces are set into jewelry. And we've only got a few pieces left for you to choose from and enjoy. And this is one that's going to be one of the iconic because of the size, because of the shape. One of the most beloved shapes to get in any stone, but especially in these tanzanites, because look what it does. Takes that saturation level we adore, livens it up. You still see the red flashes, but you're getting a lot of sparkle from the stone, which is not, sparkle is not something tanzanites are supposed to give us. So it's an extra bonus when they do. $249 is the center stone, and then 61 points in diamonds. If you ask me, it's perfection. It's just simple, classic. It's a take on a signature style, which just means you're gonna love it forever. If you love it today, you're gonna love it 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line, and you'll always enjoy it. So here's what we've got for you. A 2-carat 49 in white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. And here's what we have. There's sirens going off in the studio, emergency alerts, I don't know. But this is definitely, they must have heard, Lolo's on the air with a big blue wing that's in the cut everybody's been wanting in the last final, whether it's days, probably, final days of blue wing block T. And here we are sitting with a 249 in the round in a mounting that hopefully everybody loves. That's the goal. I didn't want to put this in some crazy, unique, weird mounting that only a part of you would love, because we know how many of you are desperately trying to get one before they're gone. So we wanted to keep it classic, keep it in something we know that keeps its style for years and years. I mean, 22 years is a long time where I've been selling mountings like this, and this is still as popular today as it was way back when in 2002. So, you know, it's right, 2000, 2002, or like really, truly, this is a mounting that has been very popular. So you've got that classic nature to it. White, yellow, rose gold, whatever you want in your size. It's beautiful. And what we're going to do with it is really help you own it, because obviously we should be doing one thing with the prices. We should be moving them up in our last final few stones and days and whatever it's going to be. We're taking the price lower, and this is what's so exciting, because it's $49.99. Seen that price tag a lot tonight. Here's what we'll do instead to just shift everything, kind of create a new dynamic with a stone that is one of your last chances and last calls here. So this is it. This is the time. It's not going to be $49.99 after all, and here's how we're going to do it. Since I'm kind of stuck with that price, I'm putting it on the auction block, and this will be our first auction of a Monday night, and that's how we're going to lower it and reduce it and get hopefully everybody a chance to own it, as opposed to being just, you know, first caller, you know, who's going to be the speediest. It's going to be come on in, and we can make this kind of shift the pricing down from $5,000, get away from there, bring it down a lot lower than that to get it started. Now all you do is dial in. Let me try it on first before we even get you any other looks. Oh, and it's got a great finishing too, of course. There you go. So kind of like the Clover meets Star finished under gallery there. That's really specialty as well. And we're going to take it right over to the hand to show you that way. Thank you so much, Becky. Appreciate that. And Tim, who got your bicolor, by the way? Do you remember who that was shopping your emerald cut there? Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss W. And then we'll find out who Jess has with the oval over there. I know she got the oval, so congrats there. They're in order, but I'll tell you what, nobody on this one yet. Is it because we don't know where it's going? Is it because $49.99? Is it? Well, we're going to take it much lower than even $4,000 or $35,000 or $3,000 or $25,000 or, well, we really shouldn't go under $2,000. Do you see what that does? Most blue wings are not going to give you sparkle, brilliance, fire. All that you're seeing come from that stone, that is not what we expect to see out of a tanzanite. This is known for a couple of things, being one source, being great, hopefully tricolors when you get the good stuff, but it's not known for giving dynamics like this. So that's why a round is an upgrade typically. We're not starting at $2,000 because I don't have it open, and we've got $10 increments, which will be part of the affordability level, is making the increment really small, getting you ready to go, having some fun on an auction on a Monday night where I am no longer in charge of pricing. You are. I'm not. This is your chance to pick it up right now. And we're going to do better than even $2,000 to start. And remember, we are in our final days. And I have one more thing to tell you about so that you are a well-informed shopper, so you know where we're at. This is it on this size. So if this is where you want to be, You want to be in that 2.5 carat, maybe some of the 5 carat. Listen, most of what I have at this point are 18 carats or more. They're the big ones. That's why the sizes are here. They're not for everybody. Not only that, but the price, right? I know we have a 29 carat pendant I showed you yesterday. That's here because that's not for everybody. It carries with it a bigger price tag too. It's not something everybody can see themselves wearing. A 249 usually is. Or maybe you already have a collection. We've been talking a lot about this, is that people who've been shopping here for, the better part of 5 years, you probably have a blue wing at some point already. And maybe now you're looking to add to the collection so that you have a different shape, a different style, a different, maybe most of what you have are the bigger ones and you're not wearing them every day. Maybe you want something that is a little bit more wearable every day, or maybe this is your opulent dressy piece. Everyone's different in that way, so it's up for you to decide, but we're not starting at $2,000. There's a certain amount of gold and diamonds that goes into every ring we do, where in today's day and age, with gold and diamonds being where they are and always on the rise, it's tough to just make any mounting, regardless of what the stone center size is, right? It's tough to make any mounting for under $2,500 right now. It really is. So you add the gold and the diamonds that are the foundation for this piece, and then you add the 249. It's why this is so remarkable that we're only at $2,000. But what's more remarkable is we don't have an open, so that means we're not selling it. And I don't want that to be the case, because this is not the time where I should be putting Blue Wing Block Ds back into a vault. This is the time when we should all be a little bit more urgent with our shopping and scrambling to get one before they're completely gone. So take a look. It's not going to be $2,000 to start. After all, this is kind of how the auctions have been going. We've had to really drop opens, and then we just don't always get a lot of participation on them either. So it's that means good things for you guys as shoppers at home. And we're going to start at 15. Let's go there. $1,500 to start the bidding, $10 increments from there if you are a second, third, fourth, or fifth bidder. And we have got, a last call. We'll give it 60 seconds to get that one going, because that's where I think a lot of people should be, again, excited about the idea that for under $1,500 or $1,500, you can get something like this that is happening, that is special, that is unique, that is last call, that is the last one like it. You could watch every show we do from here on out and not see another 2.5 carat stone. That's the thing here, where if that's, and let's face it, even over the 5 years I've had them, I've had maybe 5 or 6, truly ever in this size, approximately 1 a year on average, that have been this size. So think about that. It's just not a size we see. It's certainly not a shape we see very often. And we have got it for 20 seconds more to get the open. We'll see where it goes, what's happening, what's going on, but that's a special opportunity right there. And maybe it's going to be that really strange kind of auction deal. I mean, we're certainly a little bit surprised at this point to not have that open yet. We have the open? Timmy, you all right? Okay. All right. I feel for you. Okay. Jess, are you on this one? Nope. Okay. Well, Well, guys, it's not going to be the auction night. Apparently, my markdowns are good enough. But see, that was the problem. I can only make it $49.99. That's why you're in charge now. That's why I'm putting it in your very capable hands. And now it's less than $49.99. You don't have to pay $49.99. You don't have to even pay anywhere near that. I mean, think about it. Where are we at here? I mean, think about it. We are at 15. We don't even have 15 yet. I know we're verifying on it, but I haven't heard it officially, so we haven't confirmed 15. That's weird. So take a look. One more time. Let's give it a final 30 seconds to get this one started, and hope that we have it open. I hope so. I'm going to try it on again for you here. Don't forget about the gold color that can be changed. If you want yellow gold or rose gold, that's no problem. And look how beautiful and bright and dazzling. And what's also interesting is that I had a 1 carat yesterday. Was it yesterday or Saturday? All my weekends run together. I had a 1 carat stone. Very minimal diamond weight. Oval, not round. And that wasn't a whole lot different in price. And that was, yes, the most affordable tanzanite. Well, now this is the second most affordable that I've seen us do in a ring. And it's a big stone, 2.5 carats, much bigger than what we had this weekend. And now you've got a lot more diamond weight. And what in the world? $1,500. Do we have it? Officially. You got it? We've got it. We've got the open. We've got 15. And you know what? I've been doing this lately with these auctions to try and, because they're taking some extra time to get them started. But as a reaction to that, we're just immediately putting the clock up, and I'm going to do that right away. I don't want to wait any longer. We've got the open. We're going to sell it. If it's not a busy auction night, it's not a busy auction night. There's nothing I can do to change that. It is what it is. And right now, we're showing you one of the most in-demand stones we can possibly show you. And I'm not just talking about with you, our viewers, or our TVON audience. I'm talking about worldwide. Do you know that we have representatives right now in the Hong Kong show, right? There's a big Hong Kong trade show because there are 4 of them a year. So they're all over there. And they literally, they said when they got back from Tucson, they said, you know, all we pretty much do is talk about blue wing block Ds, because everybody knows that, you know, they're synonymous with blue wing block Ds, right? If you know TVON, you know of the blue wing block Ds. And even the people that are the gem people, the people worldwide that are in the gem business, that are suppliers of stones, that are museum curators, gem aficionados, the people that write books about gems, they all want to just see one. They just want to see one in real life. Did we take any to Hong Kong? No. Did we take any to Tucson a month ago? No, we did not. And that is because we're taking every last precious piece, what's left of it, and offering it to you all. And you know this, we've released the museum reserves at this point. Those have been out there, and most of those are gone. So now we're in really literal last call. And we have one of the more, I would think, as much as I love a big stone, but sometimes, again, when you're just out and about, if the lifestyle every day, how many of us are really dressing up every day? Not many, right? So maybe you want to have that best of the best blue wing block D quality, but in a style that's everyday wearable. So when you're just out and about doing your daily activities, whether it's a profession, whether it's more just, you know, leisurely lifestyle, you're running errands, but you still want to have the good stuff. And you don't want to wait to wear the good stuff only on the special occasions, because maybe those are fleeting. This is where you get the piece that I think could be an everyday wearable style. You wear it more often than you don't, right? And that's what's beautiful about having the size, and we don't usually have it. So let's give it 2 minutes. We will finalize this auction and see it out the door. Yes. Who? Alan and Tracy. From where? Remind me where they're calling from. Anaheim, California? If I just go east instead of west tonight at 10 o'clock, I could go visit. Are we going to Disneyland? Are they open late? They're not open late, or not this time of year, right? Do they have any connections? I haven't been in a while. I'd love to go. It's all my childhood memories there. Do they know I grew up in Orange County? I grew up in Laguna. Yeah. Not too far away from Tracy and Alan. Hi, guys. And they're not too far away from where we are. I'm closer to Anaheim than I am to home when I come out to work. Closer to Orange County than I am to Hollywood. All right, so we've got a 1-minute clock left. Wonderful, wonderful. They're practically neighbors, Tim. I love that. So we've got 15, and we're looking for 15, 10 or more, and not a lot happening on the auction. And that's okay, because that just means better and bigger value to you guys. So I'm cool with that. But 49 seconds to still get you in. There's still time. There is still time, and we will help you. But I got to tell you, Monday night here, wow, got markdowns, and my best I could do was $49.99, and now we're looking at a $1,500 deal with an only $10 increment to get you in. How about that? That's how you do it. That is how you do it. Make the deals happen. Uh-oh, 15 seconds left. Last call, last chance, nobody else. Oh no, do we have 1510? Anybody? Talk to me. I think all we're doing is just still sitting at 1500, right? Anybody have 1510 or more? Nope. Yes? No? Tell me. Got to move, got to sell it. Huge value. It's once, twice, 3 times. It is sold. Congratulations. And I don't even have, well, I'm going to show you the sphene, because why not? This is just deluxe. Congratulations on that one. Well done. And I just want you to get a closer look at this stone. I flashed it earlier during our little bicolored tanzanite deal, and now I just wanted to give you all the details that we can possibly give. It's item number 1123176. Isn't that something? The peacock ring is here. It's never quite been done like this though before. It's all done in 14 karat, a little bit of rose gold, but mostly white gold. Here it stays as is. And that's because, let's talk about the sphene first. That's a 333 on the sphene, color changing. So it's not just sphene, that's a rare stone, and believe it or not, they don't all color change. We knew about sphene, and remember, it was still one of my crowning achievements here at TVON ever. I'd only been here a few months, and I got the opportunity to debut on a Sunday morning the first ever color change sphenes. Like, this was a level that nobody really even knew it existed in the business. I had asked everybody I knew, every author of every book I knew, every person I've ever worked with in the trade. I could not find a human being that knew about the existence of this stone. It was truly like a big, well-kept secret of gems. Granted, it had only come out of the ground at that point a few years prior, and it was all held onto by the gem miner. And he collected it, held onto it, eventually shared it with us. And since then, of course, that was way back in 2017 that I debuted it. That was March of 2017. So it was right before Easter weekend. I remember I was leaving out of town literally from the show to go be with family that weekend. And back when I had Monday and Tuesday off, back when I had 2 days off together. But this is where I'll never forget it. It was still one of the proudest moments of my life because it was just such a thrill. I had the whole gem community from worldwide. They were watching it with people from all over the world who were tuning in online to just get a glimpse of this stone to see what it really was. Because we'd known about sphene. We'd known about this titanite that was very dispersive, that usually was a neon kind of a lemon lime green color. But this was that super dark saturation green, turns to red, in addition to still giving all the brilliance that I know you see right there. The bright reds, oranges, yellows, blues, all those flashes of rainbow bright brilliance. So this is now a newer material. And I'll tell you, when I debuted it in 2017 in March, there was not clean material. It was collectible. That was the very first material we'd ever unveiled to the world. And it was all pretty dirty, right? It had a lot of inclusions that were quite visible. This is a second round that we've had and acquired more recently from the same gentleman. And it's been clean, bright, better material that still has a green to red property. So it's a color changing stone like your alexandrites, like some of your sapphires out there, but it does all that dispersive level. And this being around at a 333, super ultra rare, 23 points in pink diamonds, a carat 19 in the white diamonds, and we only have, this one. And I think that's our last color change sphene overall, actually. And we only have the one piece, and it's a beautiful wraparound peacock ring design. We'll take a look at it on the hand here. It's got a finishing on the inside. That's how I like to wear it, kind of off to one side here. So you can see how, that way you really get to show off the design elements that you get of the feather design, but still sits low profile. And we've got that first, I think that beautiful first halo of pinks is really nice, right? Really makes it. Ups the rarity, that's for sure. And 23 points there, but that sphene is really still the headline. It is, it's the headline, it's the must-have, it's the beauty. And we're gonna bring it down from $9,999. This is another one of those great collectible stones for one lucky caller tonight. And it's going to be, wow, this is super sensational. When you talk about great value, this is it. Don't forget we have some really important 25-point pink diamonds coming up too. If you want pink diamonds but in a big size, we've got them. So that's all happening, but this one's going to be first caller, $49.99. We have cut that price 50% off for you to get that home to one caller. So good luck, $49.99, only just that one. And you're not just getting a sphene, you're getting really the best of the best there. So then, and if you have requests, get them in, because we're already, gosh, I just looked up, we're more than halfway through the show already, so I'm not sure how that happened. We got a lot to do. So if you have any requests at all, get those in. We do have some very, very special aquamarine drop earrings that I haven't even talked about yet. Big aqua drops for March, getting you ready since March is just a few days away. Got some aquamarine drops. We've got a beautiful big fire opal on discount. If you've ever won one of our big fire opals, we've got one of those here tonight. The Paraiba earrings, I have to show these to you because the Paraiba drops are here too. And they're big sizes. And then we also have amethyst and Royal Zambaran and you name it, we got it. But it's Royal Zambaran time now because we're talking about color changing stones here with our sphene. Now we're going to talk about something you don't need a specialty light change. You don't need to change your light environment to see this one. move around a little bit in the color because it's just going to shift on different colors depending on how you look at it, what kind of light you look at it in. It's brand new Royal Zambaran, and this is really purples and reds and blues together, but all very, very complex in a garnet. So it's a rare garnet out of Tanzania. It's item number 1123-136. And it's in this great mounting, which already as I'm moving it now, you get to see changing the plane of the ring. You get to see how it really is sometimes more purple, sometimes more red, and sometimes you're even going to see quite a bit of blue that comes through. Think of it like an ultraviolet blue. The Zambaran itself is 1.5 carats. It has 76 points in diamonds, and it is one of those stones that we have loved bringing you, but not inexpensive to do, right? Not inexpensive because of its rarity and because a lot of you love it. And it makes sense, right? It's a garnet that usually, if regular garnet, standard garnets are usually that red color, kind of a reddish brown. Those are those Mozambique pyrope garnets, but this is just that jewel tone mix of pinks and reds and purples and blues, and really just, again, beautiful cutting here with that cushion cut, and 1.5 carats in size. Now, we got to discount it because we need something affordable here, and this certainly will be it, even though it's slated to go out at $28.88 today. We're going to do better than that for you. Just a quick little Zambaran garnet deal when obviously we celebrate garnets here at different varieties every day. We love having this one especially. I know it's just been very popular here. And we're going to bring it down to an incredible low, keeping in mind that it does have, that's the angle right there too. Suddenly you're seeing cranberry reds come out of seemingly nowhere, out of this backdrop of fuchsia purple, and then you get those bright blues. So it's all happening together. And you can have any gold you want, and it's a lot of diamond weight. It's certainly a lot of diamond weight to get here, and we're gonna blow it out right now. The very first caller, you could have it for $999. Just want to give you something super affordable just to throw into the mix and give you a little something extra that maybe you didn't expect to see, right? And that is, if you don't have one yet, get one. And that's a great way to get a lot of diamond weight with it and really celebrate value. So that would be $999. One caller only. We're going to give that 30 seconds. Just not a lot that you can do today for $999, right? I think we know that. But when you've got over 3/4 of a carat in diamonds that are all of our standard VS stones that we love so much, and you get that really special, almost like a floral design around it, just the way the outskirts of it go, and take another look at it on the hand, because we're not going to leave this here, are we? I mean, I can put it right back up to $28.88 if you're more comfortable with that, because I know it's a rare stone. But to be that beauty and that color and that size, but to get it down under $1,000 on a beautiful ring with heavy diamond weight, that really makes it. And think of it like, I feel like it's almost a nod to some of the Art Nouveau era where we saw a lot of more florals in jewelry then too, where you would see accents like this, where it could look a little vintage, it could look a little antique, just the way the outer halo is done, but it also gives it just a bigger wow factor across the hand because it's building that size of the ring you see there. So you get that nice, you can see, I mean, this is not a small stone to start, but then you see how it really builds it out with those outer halos and that more decorative designer style. So $999, it's here. All right, coming up, let's get a move on. We've got the top of the hour just a few minutes away. We're going to bring out those pink diamonds, those 25 pointers and up. We'll do that shortly here at the top of the hour. We've got the big yellow diamond, big ruby, aqua earrings. They're here in a drop. I know not everybody's doing drop earrings, but we've got them. But I need to show you the Paraibas first, because I had some studs that were remarkable the other day, but they were still studs. And a lot of you said, well, if I'm spending that much, I want to get something a little more high end or a little bit larger. We have them right now. And what I'm going to do is I've made a decision here. I've decided that still with this price tag being, I get it, they've come down from $22,999, and I appreciate that. But this is the drop earring to own, because I'm going to practically give them away. It's a tough thing to do to match Paraibas. Let's forget about matching them. Just to get two Paraibas that are the same size. That's tough. Look what we have here for you. The same color, the same shape, very, very similar clarity. This one does not want to sit up on its own very well, so I might have to put that the other way because usually they only do it that way. But this is going to be a special pair of earrings. Maybe this is why they're here. I just think that when you've got a $22,000 earring, it's a little bit out of our comfort zone of pricing here. 1115048. Boy, this is probably the oldest item here, I would say, without hesitation. It is 76 points each. You're getting 1.53 carat in your total Paraiba weight there, and you can see those almost roval stones, how clean and bright they are. Then you get this beautiful cascading diamond effect, goes from top to bottom, including in front of your lever back, which is 83 points in diamonds. So that's really an accessory at this point. I hate to say it, but diamonds, we love you, but this is all about the Paraibas. This is all about the glow and the clarity of those striking Paraibas that are matched. And I don't know where else you're going to find a Paraiba earring. I've been in the jewelry business a long time, and that means not just where I work, but you have to look around at what everyone else is doing. You have to pay attention to, I mean, I don't have to worry too much about all the fake stuff and the faux stuff because it's not what we do. I'm more concerned with, comparing apples to apples and what is it that, the fine jewelry designers of the world are doing? What is it that the collector's pieces are going? I mean, I have to, go to every museum exhibit I can because that's really where I'm going to find the material that's more on par with what we bring, to tell you the truth. This would be a perfect example of that. You just don't see Paraibas very often that are going to match up in a pair of earrings. We've got them. They're here. They're an inch and a half, and they are an utter giveaway. So $22,999. What's wrong with it? Nothing. Anybody who knows Paraibas and the inability to match them is going to marvel at that value. And that is a value. Is it a lot for a piece of jewelry here around these parts? Yes, but it's a good value. We're going to bring them down. And here's my little hint, run to the phones if you can, if you're kind of thinking about them. They're a giveaway because I'm going to price these the way I did a teeny tiny stud the other day. That, by the way, the teeny tiny studs are gone because they were an amazing value. This is giving you far more carat weight. This is giving you a drop earring, which has more gold and more diamond weight and all of that. And yet it's not close to $22,999 tonight. I want to make sure they go. And obviously, this is a very important earring. And let me show them to you from a distance away. I'm going to borrow this one here so you can see the length first. Then we're going to show them to you on. Get you the whole drop, which I know it says 1.5, but sometimes it's helpful to see it with a ruler up next to it, and then, of course, on the ear as well. We are counting just where the diamonds begin, so diamonds to diamonds, right? Top to bottom from what you see when it's on the ear. This is not going to be $23,000. All you have to do is dial in, and please, you can be on the phone lines. It doesn't obligate you. We don't force you to buy anything. We're not going to say, well, you were the first caller, so you have to buy it. We would never do that. But it does help when you are not sure where the value is going, when it is what Monday Night Markdowns is all about. We know we're going to give you a stellar value. We know you're going to be thrilled. And there's only one pair. And the thing is this, I can't duplicate this. Even if you watch for years and years and years to come, the odds of seeing something like this, I know what we work with. I know what we have in loose stones. I know we can't bring this again. So this is the time to pick it up. And there you can see that beautiful drop in that gorgeous glowing neon color that is unmistakable, blue-green tourmaline, and no, it is not going to be even $22,000. They are in the white gold. We're going to get to aqua drops after this, by the way. And then let's go back to the wheel here so we can show you what we've got, because the matching is incredible. And that's what it's really about here. So all you have to do now is dial in as quickly as you can. That's what I'm going to recommend. Nobody's done so yet, probably because best case scenario, there's still $3,000, or rather, there's still probably $99.99. We're going to do better than that, though. And they do have, I just want to point out, if you ever wanted to convert these into something else, there's a little bail almost right here. So you could do that if you ever wanted to convert them. I'm just saying this is an option. If you wanted to have a jeweler, we're not going to do this because we're giving them away. But if you wanted to take the lever back off, there's essentially like a little bail that's right here between your diamond and the drop itself. So you could actually string a chain right through it, and you could actually just wear it as a pendant. And then you would have two pendants, by the way. So I'm just going to point that out because I think it's something where maybe even if you're not an earring person, you could think about that. And then, goodness, you could, work with a jeweler, and that's a very easy thing to have them take off the lever backs. And I'm just saying, you could really, really adapt them, but they're going to be $3,999. And that is literally the price of a stud earring the other day that was, everyone was fighting over it. So now it's $39.99 for a drop with 3/4 carat plusers on either earring. Then you've got the diamond weight, lavish gold at 1.5 inches in the drop, and yet they're down under $4,000. It just doesn't make any sense at all, but that's what we do on Monday nights. And then we are going to follow that with an aqua earring that's going to be blues, and just those straight up beautiful Sierra Santa Maria blues. That is actually a very similar earring, but look at that. That's the blue with the yellow diamonds and the white diamonds together. So we'll bring those out next. If you're an aquamarine lover, we're getting you all set up and ready for March and the celebration of its birthstone. Had some great aquas and rings of late, but now it's time to deliver the earrings. First time to see some drop earrings in aqua in a while. And I'll make them really easy, promise ya, because this is going to be our $39.99 Paraiba set. Now we're just going to go really, really quickly since I've got your attention. If you're into drop earrings, we're going to show you the Paraibas that feature yellow and white diamonds together. So that is really extra special, getting those big yellow diamonds there as well. And let's see where they go. And I've had an earring like this one time before. I did to make these another time with different stones, and they've been on once before. They were great, but they were $4,999. We're going to do something a little different here for you, give them away. That's what I'm trying to do all night long, is just give jewelry away. This is 112-1509. I see what we did. We used the old item number. This is good news. 327 is the carat weight in your aqua. And then you get 31 points in the pear shapes, just among the two, by the way, so they're over 15 points each. And then you've got 45 points in white diamonds. Let's get to it. Guys, we're going to need some help on your part here. They are $49.99. That's what they were when I made them, and that was probably 2 years ago, if I had to guess. It's been a minute. We're going to take them lower than $49.99. That is, by the way, where they sold 2 years ago. My apologies if you paid $49.99. I hope you're enjoying them. I just sometimes we feel like there's a little lull in the show here. We got to do something kind of wild to get your attention back. And I know it's been really, really kind of unusual pieces today. A lot of museum level, a lot of debuts, a lot of special. This is going to be $14.99 to the first caller. I'm just going to make sure we just kind of jolt you with a really special drop in the price to make them affordable right now. So 14, all I did was say $14.99 instead of $49.99 to just utterly give them away. And then you get those two Sierra Santa Marias that we love. This is the big yellow diamond pear shape right in the middle. Let me show you from a distance so you can see the length they gave you. And then diamonds will still be from the very top all the way around your oval. That's the halo of diamonds we love to see. And that's what they look like, 1.25 inches from top to bottom, just from diamonds to diamonds. And then let's show them to you on $14.99 first caller. So we'll give them 30 seconds. I think that's all that's going to take on those aqua earrings. And if you had a beautiful Sierra Santa Maria from us that you're loving, what a beautiful way to get a match set, because that, again, is a little more difficult to do typically. Getting match sets is always a challenge when it comes to aquas of Sierra Santa Maria, because there aren't many places even in the world. Even if you're saying, it's no problem, Lolo, I've got a couple $100,000 to spend, that's not a problem. It's finding them that is the problem. That's what's always the struggle with getting aquamarines, is getting that higher level quality. It's not just out there. Typically, to see any Sierra Santa Maria, you got to go to a museum or an auction house. And that makes it very, very, very unattainable, right? Let's take another look up close, and we'll show you what they look like match set together, and we'll see who's got them, because they're on their way, it looks like. So congratulations if you are picking those up. They are so beautifully done. And you got to appreciate that we just added huge yellow diamonds in for the fun of it there, just to mix it up a little bit. Let me get the fingerprint off that one, and then we'll show it to you here, and you will see what they look like matched up, set together. Love that. And if there's any other requests you have, get them in, because we're entering last hour shortly. And boy, oh boy, it is going to be a big one. We got a lot of giveaways to do. We got a lot of wheels. We got beautiful pink diamonds coming up at the top of the hour. That's about 8.5 minutes from now. Looking forward to those, 2 of which are certified by GIA. So it's one of those where you just may want to go ahead and collect them to resell them. It's a quick way to make a buck, right? They literally don't allow me to buy just anything and everything, because that's what I could go make a living doing that. I could just buy TVON jewelry and make a living reselling it. They're like, actually, we'd like ours. So, yeah, just you show up, you sell the jewelry, and we'll worry about the customers who want to resell it themselves. But it's truly what so many times just seems like it's the automatic reaction when you look at values like this. You just go, my gosh, what's that actually worth in the real world? And you might just want to think about collecting or reselling at this point. I mean, that's what we're going to do on pink diamonds in a big, big way. So looking forward to those. And look at this Tahitian pearl. If you want a big pendant, look how pretty this is. Probably the most green I've seen in a pearl in a while. And it's got gorgeous baguettes and rounds, and that's not exactly inexpensive, but if you got $25,000 to spend on a pendant, we can show that to you tonight. That's a pretty piece. Also sapphires here. big yellow diamond, and even some amethyst earrings, and we've got a big ruby as well. So all that and more to come in our last hour. But you got to let us know if you have any requests too, because Fire Opal's on the way. And let me know, Tim, if you maybe had someone shopping over there, maybe just thinking about them over there. Let's get to our Fire Opal as promised, 1119875. Coming up now. I have issues with some of our Fire Opals just because if they don't have the red anymore, I'm not showing it to you. Once we've shown you the best, it's hard to go back. It really is. It's like, I don't need to show you any of the yellows anymore. I probably never will. I probably won't show you any of the orange material or the yellow material, because once we all laid our eyes on this red, cherry red, orange, yellow, because it's still, I mean, it's pretty dominant red here, but when you see it move, you see the flecks of bright, bright yellows. This will become even more noticeable when you see it from a distance away, and you'll see how it has what looks almost like little yellow diamonds set inside of it. You'll see it better on the hand. It's a 591, which is one of our larger Fire Opals. Cushion cut, rectangular, so this is the traditional cushion cut, and it's got 96 points in diamond, stays in the white gold. One only, another huge Monday night markdown, but yeah, there's just the one. So that's going to be the issue here. Still have our Paraiba drop, still have our Zambaran for $9.99 if you'd like any of those pieces. But let's take a look at what we can do here and get ready for a mega moment. It's $69.99, always has been $7,000. But that's also what's allowing it to still be here to present tonight when it's been here for months on end. And I mean months. And it's not the Fire Opal that's the problem. We know these Fire Opals, they go. They always go. So this one was just a little higher end. It was a little higher price tag than what we usually see. How about we just trade? Trade jewelry, because you get the higher end stone. You don't have to pay the bigger price tag. We're about to enter into the last hour of our Monday. It's going to kick off with pink diamonds, 2 of which are GIA certified. They're like truly $100,000 pieces that you don't have to spend $100,000 for. So that's 5 minutes from now. If you would like this Fire Opal, though, the essence of why this stone is named the way it is, because it has those colors, and this is not normal. It's usually yellow, it's usually orange. Take a look at it on the hand, watch it from a distance away. It's got the glow and the clarity. It's a fully transparent stone. That is not usually what you see with the Fire Opals. They tend to be very dingy, very hazy, very cloudy, very not so attractive. This stone is giving premium deluxe color, giving full transparency. I mean, you can wash, just watch the light just kind of go all the way through and light it up from within. It's not $69. Let's just blow it out right now. First caller, you don't even have to pay $2,500 for it, and no, the big stones never go that low. We are just on a mission. Moving jewelry tonight, got to do it. Here's what we've got for you, $22.99 for a Fire Opal lover win. No, we haven't seen any new ones either. Who was shopping with you over there, Jess? Oh, good. Linda, thank you so much for shopping. Tim, who was shopping with you over there? Debbie? Hi, Debbie. Thank you so much. Appreciate you shopping with us tonight. Thanks for being here on a Monday night. I got to tell you, we got a little wheel here with some very special pieces to move out very quickly. Ruby, sapphire. They sound pretty classic. We'll get you a Windsor sapphire, and we'll get you a green zircon coming up on a wheel right now. And they're all going to be one of a kinds. We're dropping them in price. Let's take a look at this before we get to our pink diamond deal. We're going to start with the blue sapphire, the royal blue. I'm going to get you green zircon here as well. And then we're going to go to the ruby. Check this out. It's a floral ring with a round. I am really, boy, we're going to need some extra cloths after tonight. Cleaning up all this jewelry really, really well. Look at this. This is the ruby. Stunning glow. And then let's get to the rarest of them all, actually, which is the, oh my, this is the yellow into blue, and then greens as well in our Windsor sapphire. So whichever one you like. Yeah, we're concentrating on the corundum family here for the most part, 3 of the 4. Royal blue, gorgeous red. There's the green zircon. That's the one that stands out a bit. And then you have this really cool Windsor sapphire. I'm looking at prices across the board here because these are all one of a kinds, and they can all be changed in the gold color. So you're seeing an array of white and yellow now. Don't worry. If it's not the way you want it, instead of complaining online, just tell us what you want and we'll make it for you. So if you want yellow gold, white gold, rose gold on any one of these 4, you can do it. You can get it, and we're not going to ask a penny for that. We will do it for you for free, and we will get you your size. But this is what I've also got. I've got literally 3 minutes to move 4 rings. That's tough unless the price comes really, really low. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So get ready, because all 4 of these pieces, all of them, they're like superheroes, right? They really are. They're all some of our best, but you can go really exotic, because you may have heard of sapphire, but have you heard of a Windsor? I'll tell you, the people that have the Windsor sapphires here that have collected them to this point are always calling and raving about them. They're so unique. They're so rare. They're so different. Everyone's always asking. I love that people are curious. It sparks interest. It tends to do that because people know that's something totally different, especially most of the Windsors have been purples and reds. This is that yellow into blue, which then creates greens as well. So you see how that looks, and that's super rare. We got to blow them out right now. $39.99, $49.99. There was one for $79.99. Here's a hint, it's the Windsor. And then we also had a $69.99 piece. Those are the 4 prices that were associated with these rings. Now they get to go lower, and again, you're getting your selection of gold on any one of them. This ruby, by the way, is a good size round. Boy, when have we seen a round ruby? It's a carat of 1. Carat of 1 with the diamond floral pave, 66 points. Here's the green zircon. Green zircon's at 246, 67 points in diamonds. Then we go to the sapphire in the royal blue. The royal blue is a carat of 5, 70 points in diamonds. Then we go to the Windsor sapphire. That was the $79.99 OG piece. Carat 61 on your unheated Windsor. 88 points in diamonds. And nobody's on the line because it's $39.99. And that low price is not enough to tantalize you on a Monday night. You showed up expecting dirt cheap. You need bigger value. You want under cost, right? Here's $29.99. That would be, ding, 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 under cost. Under cost on all 4. That's not where I'm leaving them, because now we have a minute. We have a minute till we have our pink diamonds kicking off, and you're going to love those, because those are going to be, I wouldn't be surprised if one collector gets all the pink diamonds I put up. There are only 3. This is going to be our wheel, where I would also recommend, if you're a collector, get the Windsor. Get the green zircon. Those are the super collectibles, and yet around here we don't see a lot of sapphires or rubies, because why? We're so selective. We only want the best material available. So we can't have dinginess. We can't have haziness. Take a look at these 2. That sapphire and that ruby are electric. We're going to blow them out. Better than $29, better than $19.99, better than $1,500. This is meant to get your attention. This is obviously not a price tag that is legitimate for any of these pieces. This is just my way of sacrificing some jewelry before we get into our pink diamonds here at the top of the hour. And therefore, you're not even paying $1,499. And think about this. We are the manufacturer for all 4 of these designs. Before the center stones go in the middle, I can vow to you this. They cost more to make just in the mounting than what you're seeing the price on the screen right now. So your stones are free. Anybody like that word? Has anybody ever offered you a 1 carat ruby that's in a round that's from Burma for free? Because I'm in the business and I've never been offered a free ruby, or a free sapphire, or a free green zircon, or a free Windsor sapphire. These stones in the middle are all free right now. And you're not paying $14.99 either. We are truly, guys, if you own the factory instead of TVON, you would have to pay more money to make the mountings. Which one do you like? The Windsor, of course. The $8,000 Windsor is what I want to call this. It's the $8,000 TVON Windsor sapphire that is no longer $1,499. There's the Windsor. It's a carat 61. Emerald cut. It does have 88 points in diamonds as well. Right now it's in the yellow gold. This one's already verifying. Obviously it's a 1 only. Let's go back to the wheel and show you all 4. Let's get them gone. Okay, so nobody likes $14.99 after all that. Nobody likes free gems. Savings on mountings. Discounts from the factory. Gold color change. Sizing opportunity. All of that's happening. And they're all still here. Well, I have 2 choices. I can bring them back up to their original prices, or we can take them even lower than $14.99 and get them at home, and then we got pink diamonds coming up. So here's your last call, last chance. I'm going to give you an extra discount right now, and we are getting busy. I think because with the 60-second delay in the broadcast, at this point, a lot of people just saw $14.99 and realized that is a serious deal. And it is, and they're going, and they're not going to be $14.99 after all. With all that said and done, you get to save even more. Get your favorite. These are all representative, by the way, of birthstones, with the exception of the zircon. The zircon's too rare to be a birthstone, so that would be not fair. The rubies and the sapphires are all for September, so think about that if that means something, but they're not $14.99. Let's blow out some jewelry. We have 58 minutes together until Wednesday. Do you understand? So we got to really make up, like we have to make a lot of jewelry disappear in 58 minutes. Which one do you like? They're not $14.99. I will give you an instant coupon. And I know there's no banner saying there's a coupon or a sale, or it's not a holiday that I'm aware of. But it is going to be the night that you need to shop any one of these for, because they're $1,399 a piece. And it's as simple and easy as we can make it right now if you like one. And I'll give it 60 seconds and the price goes right back on up. And the next time you see them on the air, they'll be what, $39.99 up to $79.99. Which one do we like? The green zircon next. You got it. That green zircon was originally $59.99. By the way, it's item number 9895. Here's the green zircon. You can change the gold on any. This is a one-of-a-kind green zircon, as they are. Look how bright it is. Not too dark of a zircon, because sometimes they get that way, right? Which one do you have? Winza, or yes, Winza, you got it. Winza's gone. So the Winza just sold. Remember, Tim, yellow gold now that you can change it. Jess, yours is in white gold now that you can change it. And we have 30 seconds left to honor this $13.99 price tag on any one of those. Now 3 remaining. So we've got the green zircon. There's the blue sapphire. Here's the gorgeous 101 ruby round. Congratulations on the Winza. Wow. Blue sapphires verifying. Let me try that on. 112-2828. Finished on the inside. Another one of those great signature style mountings. This is a royal blue. It's not getting too dark. Ooh, I don't like sapphires that are too dark. Most of them are. Most of them are just too dark, and suddenly they're just a navy blue, and then you're wondering, where'd the blue go? Where's that blue pop of color I want to see? Here it is in white gold, yellow gold, or rose. Remember, this one's in the yellow gold now. You can change it if you'd like. Which one? Zircon is gone. Congratulations. A very enthusiastic zircon shopper back there. And then we've got now our patriotic wheel, red, white, and blue. Here they are. Sapphire, ruby, each over 1 carat. Remember, the sapphire is a carat of 5, 70 points in diamonds. The ruby is a carat of 1. It has 66 points in diamonds. So they're pretty similar on the carat weights. The zircon and the Winza sapphire are spoken for. Congratulations. We're going to show you pink diamonds coming up. If anybody's a collector looking for a pink diamond that's not going to be $60 or $70 or $80 or $90,000, we have got you covered here tonight with some very rare certified. I've got 2 that are certified. Mark my words, those will be the first to go. 1 that is not. I'm debating whether I should even show you the 31 pointer, but it's a 31 pointer, so it's a good size. So we'll show them all. We'll show 3 pieces. You get to decide if you need a cert or not, and we'll show those 3, and then we're in our last few minutes of the show. So if you have any questions or requests, get them in. We want to help you. We want to mark down what you want to see. It's not about what I want to see. It's about what you want to see. And there is a yellow diamond still to come in a mounting that is one of our most elaborate, which is why we don't do it anymore. It's a retired design. I'm not making it anymore. TVON won't make it anymore, no matter how much we beg and plead and moan, and that is still to come in the show. So make sure you stay with us. We got some busy lines, but again, talk to your operator, see if you can get the ruby or the sapphire. It is well into the top of the hour, so I want to start you off here with our certified stones. We have a 26-point pink diamond. I've been talking about these since we came on the air, and oh my goodness, the saturation. It's practically purple. Then we have a pear shape. I love that they're all so different. So you're really going to get a choice of. And then we have another, look at this. Let me rearrange, because the pear shape is going to be the unique one here. The other 2 are going to be cushion cuts. Whether you're looking for that more floral kind of scallop design, or whether you want more, whoa, traditional. Sorry, that stone, they're all saturated. But that stone on the left side of your screen is downright more purple than it is pink, isn't it? And then we have the pear shape and another square cushion right over here. This is your choice of. Now I'm going to show you, we have 2 of the 3 that are certified, so let me kind of get you all set up with which one is which, because that's a priority usually. You know, at this point, it's either you either don't care about a cert or you really, really want a cert. So whether that's all the same pricing going on here on this wheel. So I think that that's going to be the most important thing to establish right up front, is that here's the deal. This most saturated stone, this is ironic, this was the one that wasn't shipped to the GIA to be certified. And that's by far, I would say, the most saturated. We can see them all there side by side. That doesn't have a cert, but it's the largest on the wheel, and it's the deepest color. And it is our 31 pointer in the center with a 91, or rather 92 point diamond weight. Then we go to the pear shape. The pear shape does have a cert. The pear shape will be a 25-point diamond. It's a center diamond, and then it has 20 points of additional pink and another 61 points in white diamonds. That is a traditional double halo. And then we've got this one, another certified option, a 26-pointer. Very purple and lavender as well there. 26 points. SI2, 6 points in pink, 45 points in white diamonds, but we'll show you the certs coming up next. It is which one do you like the best though? Honestly, they're all the same price. If you really need a cert, you're gonna go with either the pear shape or the cushion on the right. If you don't and you prioritize color and size, you're going with the left side. The most crucial thing at this point is to dial in if you like any of them, because we only have one of each and they're gonna go because they're marked down to their lowest price by far ever. And there's nobody on the phone lines yet. And you know what we have though to go with it that I'm just gonna give you a little heads up on? There also happens to be our one and only pink diamond key pendant that is here as well, that I just want to show because this would go with any of the three, especially the two cushions. So that'll be coming up directly after this, just so you can see a pink diamond key pendant. That's one only. So just, you know, stick around if you're looking for that key pendant. Okay. I think the reputation of these diamonds precedes them. And I think you're all aware that these go for big money when they get into quarter carat sizes. We talked about this extensively earlier, how big diamonds go for more money. Well, being that these are 25 points and up, and then the one on the left is 31 points, those are big money stones. If it's a tanzanite, if it's a sapphire, if it's a quartz, okay, quarter carat isn't that big a deal. But when it's diamonds, and more importantly, when it's pink diamonds, that's a different deal. That's the ultra, ultra, ultra rare. And that's what you have here, natural pink diamonds, 2 of which are certified by GA. We're going to show you the certs because that grades them out, tells you the specific color, tells you the clarity, tells you everything you need to know about that center diamond. Take a look. Yes, Tim, go ahead. The pear shape, you got it. I am too, because it doesn't say on the bag. So let's consult the cert because I was curious as well. Here it is. It's an SI2. So here it is. They're both SI2 stones. Here we go. This is the information on the pear shape. There's your information. It's going to be a grading report that tells you about the pear shape modified brilliant. It's a 3 by 5.2. 25 point stone. Again, pear shape, very light pink, SI2. Here's your proportion from the side. No fluorescence. And it's got an inscribed. So this means the cert number is inscribed on the stone. Here's your clarity diagram. And there's your clarity chart. This is the pear shape. Let's show you the cert on the cushion cut square, which is on the right side. Again, the left side is not certified, the right side is. So we're giving and taking a little bit here. Bigger stone, better color, gets no cert. The smaller and the little bit lighter are gonna be with certs. So that's how this is working. This is gonna be the cushion cut that's on the right side of your screen. It's got that fabulous SI2, again, 26 pointer. Again, none of these clarities, look at that. First of all, they've diagrammed out the inclusions or lack thereof. You're not gonna see those inclusions with your naked eye. That's a certainty, right? They're too small to really see that. That's why it's good to have the cert, because the cert then maps them out for you. You've had all the experts at GIA do the hard work, use the technological equipment, give you everything you need to know. If you're certifying, if you're, you know what, if you're appraising, that's a really good thing to have, is those certs. Because half the job of an appraiser when they look at a color of diamond is they're gonna have to determine if it's natural or not. We've done that for you. Obviously, if you bought it, here it is. But it's nice to have the cert because you're going to hand it to a perfect stranger who doesn't know where you got it, and you're going to be able to tell them, here's my stone. And they're going to know when it's GIA that describes it as such, it's accurate. GIA certs are extremely accurate. Therefore, they're the important cert. They're the only one that really matters when it comes to diamonds, if you are really, truly concerned with accuracy. So here's what we're going to do on all 3 of them. They're all the same price. These are a huge value. It's just, again, your choice of all the same. They started at, we've got $79.99 price tags on 2 of the 4, or of the 3 rather, and then the third one's actually supposed to be a little bit more money. We're going to take them all down. They're not even going to be $79.99. Half of that is $4,000. That, I think we've established a value when you're half off of a diamond like this. It's not going to be $4,000. Any ring you want up there, not $39.99. No, they will not be. This is just the lowest they can be. Listen, they're pink diamonds in big sizes. They're not going to be cheap, right? They're not inexpensive. They're not $100. This is the world of exotic stones. Some of the most exotic you can ever purchase or ever collect. And when we do something like this, and they're not 39 or 38 or 37 or 36, it is time to go get them. It's like I said before we even put them up here. This would be probably the deal that most people are going to purchase to resale before anything else. And even if you want to wear it for a few years and then resell, hey, that would not be a bad idea because you'll get more a few years from now than you even would today because the prices are skyrocketing. The difficulty in finding them is everything. And they're not even $35.99 per piece. I know, Tim, you've got your eye on that pear shape, right? It's finished on the inside as well. We are getting busy on these phone lines because I don't think anybody saw $35.99 coming. And the truth is I'm taking them lower than that. There's the inside under gallery of the pear shape. I'm going to try it on. They're not even going to be $35. Yes. Cushion cut on the right side. The other certified stone is right here. That'll be item number 1121823. Take a look at that one on the hand. That's going to be the 26-pointer. 6 points in diamonds. That would be the pinks. Then another 45 in the white diamonds. That comes with a cert. That's also SI2. And they're not even $34.99 a piece. Which one is your favorite? Or take them all, because it would not be silly at all to get all three for this kind of value. And they're not going to be $34.99. The very first caller's only 3. That's it. That's all. They're $33.99. While they last, 60 seconds is all we have with those. And then they're going to be seeing their way out to their new homes. We hardly ever even see pink diamonds anymore. That's kind of the interesting thing too, is that there was about a year and a half, 2 years, where every single show on the air I would have at least one pink diamond. Those days are over. We can go weeks on end without seeing pink diamonds. The pear shape is spoken for. So Jess has got the pear shape. Thank you so much. 111-6227. Let me know which one, Tim, if you're still thinking about. Now, yes. Cushion? And also the 31-pointer while we're at it, just in case. I think they're thinking about the right side with the cert. The pear shape is now spoken for. Don't forget the largest one is actually going to be on the left side here. This is the largest stone at 31 points. This is now the second largest at 26 points. And both have great lavender colors. The right side gives you a cert, the left side does not. $33.99, amazing value. Congratulations on the pear shape. Let's see what they're deciding. I think they're liking the one with the cert. You got it? All right, that's item number 1121823. The right side is gone. Now what I'm going to do is put up the graphics, Tony, if we may. 111-6723 is coming up, and we'll just bring the center so you can come in. We'll come in closer. We'll take a good look at the specifics. It's a 31-point center stone with a lot of lavender purple to it. This is a surprise to me. I know certs are wonderful, but that is a surprise to me. 92 points in diamonds around it. And you've got what I thought was visually the strongest color of the three. It is the largest size of the three, just no cert. But it's a 31-point natural color with a deep saturation. It's impressive. It's 92 points in diamond weight, which is giving you more diamond weight. And it's in the beautiful two-tone gold with the rose gold setting the center and the white gold around that. And we'll just give you a glimpse at that pink diamond pendant coming up next. So if you'd like that, stay with us. It's going to be 111-8755. Just want to give this some last-minute love because I kind of figured that'd be the first to go. Sometimes I'm surprised. So this is the one to own if you really want saturation and size. It's delivering. Tim, who was shopping you over there? Dawn. Thank you, Dawn, so much. Find out who Jess had on the pear shape there as well when she's off the phone. $33.99 on this one. We'll give it 30 seconds. Then the pendant is coming out to play. The pendant is going to be even more affordable. And it's a 20-point stone, so you're still going to get a large stone size in the pendant coming up. That also is a cushion that would go with either the cushion that's already sold or this one here. So an option for a match set coming your way. And I think you probably know what big designer does the key pendants like this with the kind of lacy, intricate details like what we're going to see coming up? I think you know. It's a pretty well-known designer. They got these beautiful little turquoisey boxes, and they do a lot of diamonds, but no pink diamonds, right? Not in their key pendants. So we'll see that coming up next for you. This one is a shocker. I am really surprised. I mean, that's all out purple. Is it because it says pink diamond? Because we all learned our colors a long time ago, and quite frankly, that's more purple than it is pink. It really is. So that's the one I would highly recommend. And to get that size is impressive, and I think we're going for the clean sweep here. We're going 3 for 3 on it. Jess, who got yours, by the way? Linda. Was that the same Linda you were talking to earlier? Different Linda. Okay, so I was going to say, there is a Linda shopping up a storm. Could it be my mom for her half birthday? No, it's not. I don't think so. Let's try this on. This is so pretty. I mean, I'm stunned at the color this is, and more stunned that it's even made it this far. It's an extremely saturated color. So if you want to call it a purple, I think that's fair. That's what I would have called it. It's definitely saturated. Of the three, the most saturation level there, and $33.99. All right, we're going to get to our pendant next. It's 1118755. Coming up, designer key pendant. We have not seen this design very often. I've had it with sapphire, ruby, yellow diamond, and now the pink diamond in the cushion cut square again, 1118755. As is, let me zoom back because this is a mighty long piece. And it's going to be our 20-point center stone alone. The bail is clean. We do the bail in solid gold, just mirror finish it. But the rest of the key is very lacy, very elegant, very feminine. And because sometimes key styles, I've even designed key styles before, and mine were a little more like utilitarian looking, like they looked a little more, these are just almost like old world, lacy, filigree, detailed designer, and more feminine because of that. This is 20 points in the center, 8 points of additional pink, and then 59 points in white diamonds. So very similar carat weights to what we're seeing in those rings, but in a beautiful elongated style pendant. We still have that purple diamond here if anybody wants it. That is a total shocker. But here we go. This is our fabulous, fabulous key design. And let me show you the length here because it is a little more, this is more elongated than most of the pendants we see. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. We'll give you the measurement here, and that will be, okay, we've just had $33.99 on very similar size pink diamonds, right? We had a 25, a 26, and a 31. This is a 20. Not a lot of visual difference. So the only difference is really the carat weight, because I would say, doesn't that look visually like what we just saw in our cushion cuts a moment ago? It does. We're going to make this very simple and easy, and look at the length you're getting. Plus, it's easier to give, I think, to give pendants as gifts than maybe rings sometimes, because it's not as specific style-wise. I think this is really well known for being designer. You can see it's 1 3/4 top to bottom, and then I'll show it on the neckline for you. But it's actually going to be staying as is in the gold color. Then there's really nothing else to worry about. The chain you supply, whether it's a white or rose gold chain, it'll work. We'll bring it right on over to the neckline for you and show you there, just so you can see the kind of size and length it brings you. Obviously, the length of where it's going to sit is going to be dependent on the chain you put it on, but I love that it will go with a Diamonds by the Yard. Yes, this veil is plenty large enough for all of our Diamonds by the Yard, including the larger ones, including the ones with the big individual diamonds, so it works really well there. And this is not $33.99, even though the size is very similar. The diamond weights are very similar. Everything is really similar to what we just saw on a blowout wheel. This is one of the most affordable ways to get. Even a 20-pointer that I had earlier, by the way, in a ring, which would also work with this, it's less than that. And if you're with me way back in that first hour, you're going to be very surprised at how affordable this is going, because it's not even $2,000. For a 20-point natural pink diamond, all natural through and through. This is not going to be $19.99. It's not $18.99 either. Completing our pink diamonds right here and now. I don't know when the next time we're going to see another one is, but it's probably going to be a long time from right now. Let's make this simple and easy. $18.88 first caller. That's it. Stays as is. Great pendant. Great gifting idea as well. If you need something that also has a little symbolism, there's a lot of reason why keys are popular in jewelry, for all of the obvious and maybe also the not so obvious reasons that we might choose to give a key style. And Jess, did you already give, okay, do I have it or, okay, thank you. $18.88, and then we're gonna do something wild on a yellow diamond that has already been flashed and very popular, already being talked about. So we'll bring that out. Don't forget about my emerald. If anybody's looking for the big discount on the $688 Colombian emerald, we've got that for you as well. It's the ring I'm wearing, so, you know, the big 7-carat emeralds come down in price tonight. And then don't forget about the purple diamond or our pink diamond key. Next up, yellow diamond, 1 carat. We're gonna go up, upgrade ya. There's something very important about this ring. It's the last time we're ever seeing this design made. That's the first thing, but why this stone? And there's a story behind this, as I think anybody who knows our yellow diamonds might be able to predict why this would be the stone that was chosen for the very last time set in this mounting. And the reason for that is because, yay, the color of the stone. This yellow diamond is not the normal, it's not the average, it's not the typical. This is a brighter, more vivid, more intense color of yellow diamond. That's the difference here. And I know that I don't have 1,000,001 yellow diamonds to put up there and put next to it and show you side by side by side by side. But this stone is really bright. It's a couple of levels up in your color than what you normally get from a yellow diamond. So we're going to take a look at it here and we're going to blow it out. So this is what I'd like to do. I'm going to try to help you here. 1120753. We can't even create this mounting anymore. It's so complex to do. Our designers kind of have said, we need to stop with this, not to mention with big designer elements comes a bigger cost to make it. And then I'm up here selling it cheap all the time. So it's like, it's kind of a silly deal to go backwards every time we put out this mounting. I mean, look at why. You've got a rope texture top and bottom that's done in a separate gold color. You've got all the filigree and the details and the designer elements, and there are multiple ways that all these diamonds are set, where you've got pave, bezel, prong set. There's a lot happening. There's even two-tone elements in the way the center stone is set. We set that in yellow gold, then complemented it with the yellow gold on the outside. And it's a 79-point diamond weight, but that's all surrounding the 1-carat yellow diamond you see in the middle. And that's a 1-carat yellow diamond that right now, we got word already because Hong Kong's already kicked off. And guess what? There was a show a few months ago in the same location with the same people where the 1-carat yellow diamonds were being sold loose for just under $7,000 wholesale. We predicted this. We got verification of it yesterday. The yellow diamonds, the same ones that a couple months ago were $7,000, are now $8,800. Same diamonds. What changed? What changed? I'll tell you, it's quite simple. A couple months of time have gone by. That's it. That's the only change. The stones didn't grow magically. They didn't just grow in size. They didn't get better clarity or something. It's the same stones, and the reason they're more money is that's what's happening. It's the same reason I said keep your pink diamonds for a while. Then if you ever want to, resell it later. Same thing I could say for our chameleons, our yellows, our greens, our oranges, and now this one too. Because as you own this, and think about it, because I've racked my brain for years and years, what industry is like this? Where as you own something, as you wear something, as you enjoy it, as you live in it, as you love it, it gets more valuable. What collectible does that? Very few things do. I mean, you could argue cars do. Well, the only problem is cars can do that if you leave them in storage and never touch them and they stay in their pristine state. But if you're taking that out for joyrides every weekend or just once every Sunday to take it out for a little canyon run, you're putting more miles on that car. So that collectability is going to go backwards. So this is where, again, you're using it, you're wearing it, you're loving it, you're showing it off to the world. You're your own portable museum when you're walking around with diamonds like this, and yet it is gaining in value. And the stones that we saw 2 months ago have gone up. And that's a significant number to go from like $6,900 to $8,800. That's a significant price increase from a wholesale dealer in just a matter of a couple of months. That's what diamonds do. Not lab-grown stones. They're not going to do that. Sorry, they're worth relatively nothing. I mean, they're obviously worth what you paid the time you pay it, but after that fact, if you go to resell it a day later or a year later, they're not worth anything because they're only becoming, more and more available, and they don't have any significance on a rarity front, right? You can't say it about lab-grown stones. You can't say it about CZs. Those are, they're mass-produced at this point. Lab-grown stones didn't used to be. Now they are. They're mass-produced. They're at that level now, which is great. I think it's great that, it gives some people the idea, the ability to get diamonds that they couldn't afford before, right? But this is a different level. This is a rare natural color, and what we're going to do is put it on the auction block because I got no choice. I got a $79.99 price tag that on this Monday night is not going to fly. So here's what we'll do instead. I'm going to try something different. And we have literally wholesalers right now. That stone is also more vivid and bright and intense than 99% of the yellow diamonds I've ever shown you here on this show. Do keep that in mind. This is a whole different color range. And by the way, when you get into those brighter, more vibrant colors, they get more valuable. So even if you put it next to the lighter material that's the same size, the same cut, the same VS clarity, that will be a lesser value stone than when you get brighter pops of color, neons, bright, vivid. That's what makes the difference here. we're going to put it on the auction block and give it away. This is also the last time we're seeing this mounting, so if you've loved it, or if you just want to steer away from the double halos, the bridge mountings that, let's face it, we typically see with our yellow diamonds, that's not this. Take a look at it. I like that this is the oval, not the pear shape. Here's what it looks like, because I know that's what you're waiting on, is to wait to see it on the hand to see, can I swing it? Can I do a wider band? It tapers, it's comfortable. Now I think it looks more magnificent because instead of seeing white paper behind it, you're seeing a skin tone, and you get to really appreciate the negative space, the carving, the detail, the laciness of it, the femininity of it, while it's still a big ring, and it's not 79, 69, 59, so we're not starting at 5,000. I got to get callers. $4,000? Okay, now we're less than half right now for the entire ring than what you'd spend for that center stone in wholesale, not retail, wholesale. Love this ring. Love it. Love it. This gives you something different. Oh, you know what? Maybe before I put it back on the wheel and go further discounting the open, I'm wondering if we should put it on an index or a middle finger, because I think you might like that look too. What if we just try it on here? That would be a great look. If that's where you like to wear wider jewelry or wider rings, I know I do, that would look great. I'm going to move it right on over to the index finger. I think I can manage this one on that. Yep. Look at how cool that is. And see, what we do is the detail very specifically goes way down the sides. There's only just a sizing bar in the back. So you can see, that's why I love wearing it on the outside of the hand here, because you can see that detail stretches all the way around the ring, side to side. Love that look. Doesn't sit up too high. Look at the detail, stays. Well, as is what we recommend. You actually don't have to. We're going to ask our designers one more time to, if you want it in all white, you can do it. If you want it in all rose, you can do it. But I kind of think, I don't know if there's any other way you'd want to put it together than this. I think the accentuation of the yellow and the white diamonds with the yellow and the white gold, where it is, makes so much sense. And we're not doing $4,000. $3,500 to get it started. Shall we give it 60 seconds? I think I've got two people thinking about it here and verifying the open already. Back when it was $4,000 to open, let me entice you a little bit further here. Let's not gonna, you know what, $3,500 is such a screaming deal for a yellow diamond by itself at this point. I'm so proud of that. I want to help you out though, because we're in the wee hours at this point now. We've got the 30-minute mark is here. So we have literally 30 minutes left in the Monday night. That's it. And we don't see you back here till Wednesday. So we got to get our shopping fix fully covered now, right? We got to get it in. This is not going to be $3,500. Let's start at $3,000. For the record, we have not sold a 1-carat yellow diamond here for anything like this, and we can't anymore going forward. I don't even know how we're going to get more. We're certainly not buying them in the wholesale trade show right now. We're not spending $7,000 or $8,800. We didn't buy any 2 months ago. We're not buying any today. How can we turn around when we spend $8,800 on a 1-carat yellow diamond and sell it to you for $3,000? It's not smart business, right? Would we still be offering a great value compared to retail? Yes. But is it smart business on our part? No. We know you are demanding in values. We know what you want. We've got $3,000 with a $10 increment. Let's go even lower because I don't have the open yet. We've got 2 callers that are thinking about it. I am. I think I'm going to, because I know we've got somebody, 2 people actually. They are both thinking about it. Maybe I should just hold on a bit and see if we can get there. Let's get to 3,000. You know it's a deal. It's a deal. A deal's a deal, and we all recognize it. I'll make it even better. Actually, the truth is, Jess has a caller who still wants to open it at $4,000. They can if they'd like to. Or you can start at 20, you know what, 28, 27, 26. Let's just go rock bottom. I'm going to need a lot of people dialed in here. We're going $2,500 to start with a $10 increment still. We're going to open at 25. And no, I cannot go a penny lower than that. I'm already too low. I have someone thinking about 4,000 over here because they know a deal, and that is one. So we have got the open, I believe, right? Let me see if it's confirmed and official. We are, wow. Oh, and that's a pretty ring. You know how pieces, certain pieces, when you're walking wherever you are, and you come into contact with perfect strangers who may or may not know jewelry, There are certain pieces that convey that a piece is high end. This is that piece. This is a style that looks extremely high end. Somebody doesn't need to know the first thing about what you're wearing or what kind of stones that is or what kind of metal it is, but you know it reads couture level. Like fashion, I think, is that way. I think that even you don't have to talk to a fashion person, but they know if they're in the presence of fashion. They know if something's high level, couture, high end, special. Did you have a question, Tim? It is true to size. That's a good question too. They're getting ahead of themselves because they're thinking about it and they're like, well, let's get and that's a good question. It's true to size. It's also, dare I say, this is comfortable. You can choose to believe me or not, but I speak the truth. It's comfortable. So despite the fact that it's wide across the way, and then look how it tapers, I'm not talking about razor thin, it's still got a great size through the back. But when you see this and the way it's done, please note that it is still with all this detail. And I love those little clovers in the scrolls. There's some hidden hearts there. There's some really great, like almost paisley-like details. I get a little bit of like a menswear feel from it. I like seeing paisley because I imagine immediately like a men's silk tie. And I just think that that's just, you know, iconic. And yet that's been translated into precious metal, diamonds, and then a really big center stone. And we are at 25, am I right, Andy? So we're right, we have 25. It's official, we're there. But like a couple of auctions lately, we've had some one and dones. Some, hey, we got the open and nothing more, and so you know what, I'm not gonna wait much longer. We're gonna give it a clock here and we're gonna get you ready to own it. Whether that's our $2,500 bidding open on the line here, whether it's somebody who's sitting at home right now admiring this piece thinking that yellow diamond looks a lot better than normal. It looks brighter, it looks more vivid, it looks just, what do we look for, right? How do you know? Is it dull, barely there, what we call canary yellows? Canary yellows are those really just pale, soft, and they're pretty too, don't get me wrong, I think they're pretty. But they're more pale, so they don't necessarily read with like a pop of color. Then there are, as you step up and as you get into more valuable stones, they don't often do this, but they can get more what we call vivid intense. This is not labeled as such, thank goodness, because when I've had vivid intense stones labeled as such here on the network, they go for $30,000. I've had stones of this size in that characterization go for more money, and we don't want to do that. We want to keep everything affordable as possible, and right now we're very affordable when, again, up-to-date wholesale information says $8,800 for this right there, that center stone. And by the way, I can't guarantee those were those colors. The $8,800 wholesale stone I'm talking about, not necessarily that bright or beautiful of a color or a VS clarity. This is. So we're at 25. I cannot believe that as we've been talking and chatting, we don't even have any challenging bidders at this point. Nobody challenging the $2,500 open at this point. So now it gets down to this. We're going to give it a final call. What can we say that hasn't been said? Last time seeing the mounting, a carat 79 total weight, but we do break it down and that's important and you see why. It's a 1 carat natural yellow diamond. And did that just get that color? Because this is, I'm sure, a question that's being asked across America right now is, well, did that get that color because it got more treatment? Did it get that color because it got a little extra heat? No, no. How do we know? This is an all natural. Not just from the earth, natural in its color. It came out of the ground, this color, because there are yellow diamonds that are still natural diamonds, but they got treatment to get yellow. That's not what happened here. This is a nitrogen-rich stone, which is why out of the ground, it has this golden bright yellow color. And the more saturated it is out of the ground, the more valuable it is. So as you wear your stone, and we've talked about this, and no matter if you have a canary yellow or a mid-tone yellow or a brighter yellow like this, you're all in good standing. You're all gonna have stones that are gaining in value as you own them and wear them, because that's just what's happening with the colored diamond world. However, if you can manage to get a better stone, there's just that much more value and worth right here, right now. There will be that much more value as time marches on. We're gonna give, speaking of time, 2 final minutes to this auction. Then it's gonna be sold. Somebody's gonna have it. It won't be TVON. It's gonna be one of you out there. And I'm so glad you're watching right now to even see this, because to be privy to values like this is what makes it special. That's what makes it unique. You can shop yellow diamonds. I can give you a list of places to go. addresses, websites, phone numbers, places you can go and find a 1 carat natural yellow. But be prepared. Because if you think, oh, what could it be? Maybe 5,000 instead of 25? Oh no. Oh no. 5,000 might be the tax. We pay 10% tax out here, so if it's a $50,000 ring, you'd pay $5,000 of tax. I would be very hard pressed to find a place to give you to go find a 1 carat yellow diamond for $50,000 and set into jewelry with 79 points of white diamonds around it in a lot of gold. This is a wider ring. This has a lot of gold to it. Don't let the cutouts fool you. It's still wide. So it's comfortable, it's detailed, it's designer, but it's still giving you a lot of gold weight, not to mention leave it in the two-tone. It's truly my recommendation to leave it so you have the yellow gold top and bottom, you have that matching. It brings right back to the center where you have the yellow diamond set in the yellow gold, even the halo around the yellow diamond set in yellow gold. All that said, we're giving it 2 final minutes. You have 120 seconds, which makes it sound like a long time. It's not. Once this clock hits 0, the ring will be sold. It's only a $10 increment as well to get you in. So here's our last chance, last call right now. And I would not wait if I were you, because we have now less than 2 minutes until it is sold. And yes, we have started the clock, so it's already ticking, and you gotta be quick. Gotta let us know if you want to be in, because we're looking for 25, 10 or more, and this is your chance to own it. And I gotta try it on the hand again, because you've got to see how detailed and designer and beautiful and really unique it is. And I'm telling you, I wish I had another yellow diamond to put beside it. I don't. I literally don't have one in front of me. If I did, I would show you, and you would see this massive difference between the color of this center stone and what we usually see. And I would really think about this. If it's too wide for a ring finger for you, love it on the middle, love it on the index. Think about that. We're taking care of the sizing. So here comes our last now. 71 seconds remaining. That's it. It's the last chance, and we're looking for 25, 10 or more. And yep, it is wide, but it is comfortable. And all that detail goes about, well, a little more than 3/4 the way around, so that you get that little solid sizing bar in the back. That's there. I know you might be asking, why is there a sizing bar if you're sizing it for me? The reason is because it still gives it more stabilization in the background, but also if you ever needed to size it down the line. Let's say you decide years from now you want to wear it on a different finger, or maybe you are going to give it to that daughter who's always wanted it. You're going to give it to her early, and she wears a different ring size or wants to wear it on a different finger. Then that will allow a jeweler to size it easily, as opposed to, you know, having to truly start over and recreate the ring, which would be very costly to do. So the sizing bar gives you a little more flexibility in sizing down the line. Obviously, it's going to arrive ready to wear in the exact quarter, half, or 3/4 or a full size that you need. And it's down to 18 seconds till we sell it. And that's it. Okay. Looking for 25, 10 or more. Only 20 minutes left in our Monday. That's it. Should we sell the big emerald? Nobody's asked about it, which is kind of wild. But we're going to show it. Ooh, not yet. Not yet. I'm getting so excited about it. I gotta wrap this auction. 25.10, do we have it? You got it? Sold. Congratulations. May I just show this emerald ring on my hand, though? Because I've been wearing this the evening through here on my right hand. And I'm going to move that yellow diamond because that's sold. Congrats again on that one. Here is, you know, just your basic 6 carat 88 emerald. It's item number 111-6605. And it's a 688. It's technically a cushion cut. Might look like an oval here, it does, but it's a cushion. $249 in diamond weight, and get ready to be wowed because we're going to bring it up close to you, show you what it looks like with this gorgeous setting. And I don't know how close you typically want to get to a 7 carat emerald, but in this case, let's come on. Oh, this may be why it's here, because it sits like this. Hold on, we got to go way, way back and show it to you here. Wow. I need to help it out here. And actually now I didn't need to go that far back, because look at how beautiful this is with mostly baguettes. There's a couple of rounds there, top and bottom, but those are mostly, that's called your double halo ballerina mounting right there. And it's $249 in diamonds. And the reason I'm showing you something like this tonight is because it's been $49,999 and well documented at that price. And now it is no longer. So proud to have this here. Let's move it, shall we? This is what it pains me to have pieces like this just reside in a vault and sit in a dark vault day after day after day, month after month, year after year. These are the pieces that should be enjoyed. I get it. When it's $104,000, that's not exactly for everybody to say, sure, I'll take 3. But it is that moment where when we can finally bring it out at a dramatic discount. And this is a beautiful, forgive me, it's a Zambian stone here. And that is where you get, when you get clarity that is like this, because you know the Colombian stones, they either give you clarity or color, and very rarely do they give both. So Zambia, in rare occasions, can give you both. But when that happens, right here, case in point, in front of your eyes right now, it creates this extraordinary mix of like what we would see out of a Muzo Colombian mine stone, but with clarity that goes beyond any Colombian stone, all together in a big size. That's what makes it so precious. That's what makes it so exciting. And the fact we've added this $249 in diamonds, well, that's to be expected because it deserves all of it. And we're going to show it on the hand again. It's in white gold only. It's in 14K. And we have to make sure this one gets a home. So for the first time, it is below $49,999. I talk about this frequently when I don't show it because I talk about it as our most significant piece here. And now I couldn't resist when I saw a big red line through $49,999 and saw it come down to something I never expected. I couldn't resist showing it to you. So here it is for one caller, and I'll make this simple and sweet here. It is the lowest price it will be, and tonight it is less than half. That means better than $25,000. It means tonight we are taking a huge, huge discount to make this yours. And again, all we need to know is your size. It stays in the white gold. This is a really gorgeous, I mean, you know, an upgrade is baguettes. Baguettes are an upgrade. So to be able to get this here, well, it seems to make sense, right? Only the best for an emerald of this quality, this size. Remember how the buying guides top out around 4 carats? They say they only bother pricing stones up to 4 carats in size. That's because getting anything larger than that is a near impossibility in natural stones. So how about nearly double that? That's why this is so unique. That's why $25,000 is a great deal. We're aware this is not pocket change. It's not for everybody. But if you want the ultimate emerald, it is here, it is now, and it is under $20,000 tonight. It is $19,999 to the very first and only caller, and that's it. That is just something that obviously deserves a presentation here tonight when it's brought to a level like that is. It just needs to be seen, and it needs to be collected. And hopefully you'll wear it, because remember, there's nothing that's preventing you from wearing that as often as you'd like. It's a beautiful stone to wear. It's a beautiful stone to enjoy. And yes, May is coming up too. So even the May birthstone that we love. And then we'll get to a really cool amethyst deal. And I also have a gorgeous ruby. You know, we showed you a round ruby earlier. I have another that's even larger. So let's bring that out for fun here. And staying with our classics here, from emerald to ruby. Yes. Oh, which one? Let me go grab it. 388, thank you. Let me see what we have here. Guys, I just got word that one of our Congolese tourmalines from earlier, we had 3, but one of them just came back. So let me just make sure that I show that to you again, because that, I believe, was the big one, right? So we'll show that to you. Yeah, that was the big oval. So 112-3000. Anybody who missed out on this, let me just give it another brief look here, and then we'll get to our ruby. So real quick, just got word that this was maybe our second or third item of the show. Sold very quickly, and I know a lot of you missed out on it. So let me bring it back in case you're here and ready. 112-3000 is the number. It's that 388 oval with the wider dome-style band. It has the white gold, and it also has 26 points in diamonds, including the halo and the burnished trio on each side. That will be, gosh, that was, brought it way down, $49.99. That was the original price. We brought it down to $16.99 though instead. So if you would like that, you may grab it right now. And remember, this one has a gold color change opportunity and a finished under gallery beneath it. So it's going to be super ultra comfortable for you. And there it is. And with that clarity of that stone as well. Yes, please. Then we'll get to our ruby that I just showed you. That ruby is coming out next. Don't forget, we have the pink diamond key. We also have that really purple pink diamond that was the 31 pointer. That I do not know. how that's here, but somebody can grab it. And this is the time of night when people are making decisions because we only have about 12 minutes left. So that's the inside. Let me show it on the hand for you again. This is that blue-green mix from the Congo that we love so much, and you've got it. Thank you so much. That's gone again. Here we go with our ruby. So this one's new for the first time tonight, and we did have a round ruby earlier. It was a carat. This is a carat 60. Am I right on that? No, carat 20. I knew the second I said it, that was wrong. It's item number 11222647. Thank you on the Congo again. Appreciate that. And then here we go with 2647. Love when we can make those deals happen for you. Again, that's a meant to be moment right there. Here we go with our carat 20 with 21 points in the yellow diamonds. And bright, again, vivid yellows one more time here, just like our last center stone. This has a carat 17 though in white diamonds. Yes, if this looks familiar, this is the mounting we do sometimes with white diamonds all the way around, meaning no yellows, but the white diamonds. This is a very popular mounting that we do. We just decided that if you can't choose, sometimes people have a struggle between yellow gold or white gold setting for the ruby. So this time we put it in a mounting that gives you both. And that's really special too. And it's a round and it's got a carat 38 total weight in diamonds, and then always specialty to get the round rubies. It's just so much more unusual to see a round ruby. That's always tougher to find. It is a stone that never comes in big sizes. Routinely, it's a real struggle to get a 1 carat. So to start by getting a 120 and to have a wasteful cut like a round, that is really special. Also, this one's good. It's going to be a really big value because we just got to blow it out. And we have literally 10 minutes, well, 11. So, you know, it's got to be quick and easy. And I know this was something we looked at $59.99, thought maybe we could do a little special discount. Well, it's about to happen. The thought was to put it on the auction block at $4,500. I am not going to have any success with that, especially now with 10 minutes. So here's what I'll do. Tim, by the way, who was shopping that Congo? Thank you, Janice, so much. Janice from, I want to say New Mexico, but I could be wrong. Colorado, okay. All right, so I got to stop guessing. Here's what we'll do. $4,500 auction open. Nope, going to ignore it. Going to skip the auction, but make it a better deal. Now the question will be, can you be first and fast on the phone lines though? Because that's going to be what it's going to come down to here. And there's nobody on the lines yet, so you got an opportunity. I want to try it on now so you are ready, because this is going to be extremely important value. And if you think it's going to stick around, no. I don't think it has any possibility of staying beyond the next minute or so with a price drop like I'm about to do. I would recommend staying as is in the gold. You don't need to. If you want two-tone, great. It's ready. We'll size it. It's out the door. If you want all white, all yellow, okay, rose would be a no-go. Just if you want to do all yellow, for example, you can. It's not going to be $4,500. Here's the best part of all. I'm taking an extreme discount. It tends to happen that way on these Monday nights. It's just the discounts get a little more mega as we get to the end of Monday. So it's a, oh, mercy me, here we are at the end, mega, mega, mega discount. It is a time to pick up the phone. It's not going to be $4,500 or $4,000. This is no auction needed. I'm going way less than an auction open ever should be for you just to move it out the door. So instead, what is it going to take? $4,000, $39.99, perhaps $29.99 makes it a little more enjoyable. We're going to take it even better for you, but I need one caller. I would leave it as is. I just think with the yellow diamonds. Now, the thing is this, your yellow diamonds should be set in yellow gold, same with the ruby. But if you want to take all the rest of the white diamond setting, the band that's around it, the back, the sides, if you want all of that in yellow and you just want to go straight up yellow gold, tell your operator and we can do that for you. But remember, you are getting a carat 38 in diamonds. It is the same diamond weight we saw kind of recently. It was Thursday night with my favorite ring all time to offer to you. It was this mounting. It may have looked different because it was a yellow diamond in the center with all white diamonds around it. This is a ruby in the center with yellow and white. So that's the difference there. But yes, this is the same mounting. So if you like that mounting, maybe you even own that mounting because it's been popular through the years. Here's just a different variation of it, a different way to do it, and a better value than even $29.99 because I got to see it out the door. Then we'll do a teeny tiny little recap. But this has got to go. And I know we don't get the opportunity or the luxury to sell big rubies all that often. I am keenly aware of that. It is what makes it, I believe, a little more of a challenge to understand the value of a ruby, because the problem is too, a lot of people might say, well, I don't know, I went to another store and I saw a ruby and it was like, you know, just a couple $1,000s. Those rubies likely were not Burmese, right? There are very few retailers I've ever known of to sell a Burma ruby, like we've been lucky to see here. Burmas are the absolute best. Most of the rubies you see out and about in the retail world in recent times, they're from either Vietnamese rubies, they're Thai rubies, or right now Mozambique's very popular as a source for rubies, none of which hold a candle to the Burma quality or the Burma color, because believe it or not, they're not just all the same color of red. Sometimes they're more brown, sometimes they're more orange, sometimes they're more a little bit purple, sometimes they're pink, right? We've all seen those. This is that blue red. It's a true red with a secondary blue, so it gives you that real textbook color we love to see. It's also known as the highest value, the highest quality ruby. So how about instead of $29.99 or even $2,500, we reduce it yet again? This is a ring you should absolutely own if you don't have a ruby yet, or if you want a round ruby instead of, let's say, the more traditional ovals, which they usually are. Typically, all you're going to see is an oval. They don't even like to be cut other ways besides that. So it's not just a matter of, you know, maximizing the rough. It's a matter of, do you end up with a ruby when all is said and done? Because when you try complex cuts like rounds, a lot of times you end up with nothing. They just have a different way they grow as their crystal structure grows in nature. It's a different kind of stone. It's a challenging stone on a lot of different levels, and we have sort of topped all the categories here, haven't we? But $2,500 and $24.99 is not doing it. So how about this? First caller, take it, $19.99. It's a huge savings. We just saved you $4,000. So that makes a lot more sense if you're asking me. When we've got a $4,000 savings on a ruby ring, beautiful. This is not a 1 carat round, it's a 120. That's a big step up in the ruby world. And for $19.99, one caller gets it tonight. We have 5 minutes left. So if there's anything else you're thinking about or want to see before we go, remember, we don't get to shop together. It's the one day a week we don't have a show is Tuesdays. So we won't see you till Wednesday night at 7, just like we saw you tonight. And boy, do we have a great show on Wednesday. Oh my goodness. The Wednesday show is amazing. But we've got a lot to get to here and still a couple of pieces here from the show from the previous 3 hours that are still here. So if you want to see anything specific again, let me know. I'm going to probably just recap the 31-point pink purple diamond because it's a true purple pink, and that means the purple's the lead color. So I want to show that one more time before we go because I think that's the big value. We still have our big emerald. That's the $50,000 piece that's now under 20. So that I'd highly recommend as well if you're a collector. And then any last request you got, or if you just want to take the ruby because that $19.99 value is so special, and it is. And we got a couple of calls waiting to get through here. So this is the time to pick up the phones and take advantage, full advantage of the ruby, our price tags, my Monday night markdowns that have been going on all night long. So this is the chance right now to take it if you love it. Let me try it on one more time as well. Then we'll recap that purple pink diamond that is our 31 pointer. That was the largest one of the whole night. Who knew that one would stick around? But here's the ruby one more time on the hand for you. So you can see diamonds go side to side on the sides of the band there. Loving that we're just upgrading to some bright yellows first. Then the white diamonds on the outside of that. $19.99 though for a carat 20 ruby. Just does not add up. But we love the values when they're here. And end of the show, you should expect some real big finales. So here we go with that purple pink diamond, 1116723, out of a trio of pink diamond rings I had earlier. The only one remains is this 31 point, which is definitely leaning towards the purple color. Far more so, there's way more purple than there is pink, and you just see it right there. They don't even put pink diamonds around it. I think they didn't want to put pink diamonds to shame, right? They left it with all the clean white diamonds. That's 92 points. It kind of looks like a smaller version of what we just saw, but with that squared off double halo, the diamonds continuing down the sides. The ruby's still here but verifying, so I don't think that's going to be here till the end of the show. But at this very moment, it's here. Now we're taking a second look. Tony, maybe just to properly describe it, we need to actually put purple pink up there. I mean, I'll leave pink up there, but we've got to lead with the purple because that is the dominant color here. It is far more purple than it is pink. That only makes it more rare. It's getting very close to 1/3 of a carat in the diamond carat weight, which is impressive. Plus you get the double halo in the diamonds, that's 92 points. So Very special ring overall. Got it down as a part of our big drop in price. It was a blowout on a trio. This is what's left. It was a shocker to me. I'd be very surprised if it lasts the next 2.5 minutes, which is what we have left in the show on Monday. And it's going to be $33.99 to the very first caller who would like it. And let me know who's got that ruby, because it sounds like that one may be finding its home. And if there's anything else we can pop in there for a last look. Not a lot of jewelry left from tonight, but if there's something you want to check on, this is the time to do it, because guess what? After the show goes off the air, the phone lines light up. And a lot of people call in to purchase those pieces they can't stop thinking about. This is when you want to make sure you're doing that before somebody else takes your ring. That's the crucial point. You can't wait till tomorrow, because the pieces go after the show here tonight for what's left. And there's not a lot left to begin with from our evening. So it's been a night of markdowns. It's been a good one. This is one of those best of the best, though. $33.99. I'll try it on the hand again for you as well. Watch how saturated it is, even from a distance away. And I think that may be even the most impressive view is when you go this far away and you see it from across the room, so to speak, and then you still see that saturation level, because a lot of times when you go further and further away, unless it has a really strong saturation, you can't pick it up from far away. You can't see that natural color, which is what makes it so rare. Here you can, and that's so telling. That's so indicative of the quality you're getting. So $33.99 on that one. Still have our ruby, I think. We're verifying on that ruby right now. Thanks again for being with us tonight. We have about a 1 minute time left with you. And again, the phone number stays the same. So even if you want to reach us here right after the show goes off the air, we would recommend doing that. Just jot down that number so you know how to do that. And then, of course, we are not here Tuesdays, as I mentioned. So just remember that if you're a relatively new viewer, it's the one night a week we don't have a broadcast. So no Tuesday shopping at TVON, but we will be back Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Pacific, 9 p.m. Central Time, and 10 p.m. Eastern on television, online. If you're on the go, you can watch us there as well. So again, it's a really good time to be with us, because we always bring a lot of brand new varieties on Wednesday and Thursday night. So it's not the shows to miss. And if you have any questions, like I said, we've got about 35 seconds left. Did anybody get the ruby? Fantastic. Who's shopping over there? Oh, thank you so much, Evelyn. Enjoy it. And then here we are with our truly purple to pink. So 31 points, purple pink, all natural, stunning color, great mounting around it. Thanks again for being with us tonight. We so appreciate you watching and appreciate you shopping on a Monday with us. Make sure to join us Wednesday night. Starts at 7 Pacific time. Can't wait to see you then. We'll hope you have a great Tuesday, by the way. Thanks so much again for being with us. We really appreciate one and all. And from all of us at TVON, we wish you a great rest of your evening and a great Tuesday. I'm Lauren Blair. See you Wednesday.